Good evening, Warrior fans, and welcome to Paul L. Parker Field. Beautiful Paul L. Parker Field on a wonderfully not a cloud in the sky out there, Coach. Beautiful night here. I am the superintendent here with Coach McLaughlin, Coach Mack. Hey, pretty busy weekend for you. You've got football tonight, then you've got a full day of volleyball tomorrow, but for tonight, not a cloud in the sky, beautiful weather. We should have a good one. What do you think, Coach?
I think it's going to be a great night for football. Greenwood Christian, the first-time opponents coming into town, and we're going to have a great evening, like you said, and not nearly as hot as it was last week. And once the sun goes down, it's going to be a beautiful evening.
It is going to be a beautiful evening, and as you see there on the screen, you've got a couple of quick sponsor spots we want to get to. The Star Financial scoreboard is always scrolling at the bottom of your screen. There you see the Warriors will be taking on the Greenwood Christian Cougars tonight. Greenwood Christian comes to town 0-2 to face the Warriors, who are also 0-2. Week 1 loss to Alexandria, a Week 2 loss to Tri-Central. The Warriors are hungry for a win. Hopefully that happens tonight. It is, as we mentioned, a beautiful night on the new Paul L. Parker Field. We've had a middle school game on the field this week. We've played JV on the road, not at home, but everybody in the football program has gotten underway, and we had a big flag football night the other night with about 70 young Warriors out here playing flag football, so a lot going on. And I was able, Coach, to sit down with the offensive coordinator this week, Daniel Hansen, also our baseball coach, but during football season, he's the right-hand man for Coach Knuckles, and I was able to sit down with him this week and talk a little bit about Greenwood Christian, talk a little bit about the past Tri-Central game, but also get into our youth. It's a little longer of a pregame.
All right.
It's about a 17-minute one, and then you had halftime. Who do we get to see at halftime?
Today at halftime, we'll be focusing on the cross-country program.
All right, we'll see that at halftime, but right now we're going to get you to that pregame talk with offensive coordinator of the Warriors, Daniel Hansen. Welcome, Warrior fans, to Week 3 of the Coaches Show. And this week, we have a special guest in place of Coach Knuckles. We get to sit down with Coach Hansen, the offensive coordinator of the Warriors. And let's start with a little bit of your role. It's almost like an associate head coach role. Really, you guys get along so well, and you guys work so well together. But really, what specifically what side of the ball, since offense, probably your specific side, but give us some details about that in your role.
Yeah, and now kind of first thing is it's obviously it's been, it's awesome working with Coach Knuckles in our role here as part of both of us being assistant principals. We knew each other for many years before. So really working with Coach, and we work together more on the offensive side of the ball. But just one thing about our staff is we work really well together. Everybody is, we have a great culture of making sure that we all feel, if we see something, and Coach Knuckles does an outstanding job of listening to that, but he's ultimately the head coach. But as far as the offensive side goes, we game plan together. Mm-hmm. We all kind of bring our thoughts, and then, on Friday nights, as far as calling the plays and working together with Coach Knuckles, he also himself has got a lot of years on the offensive side of the ball, so we try to blend that together and find things that work.
So let's say you're building up to a Friday night, do you guys work on, you hear this a lot in the college and the NFL, that they script maybe the first 5-6 plays of that first possession? Is there any of that when you watch tape, and let's say this week you've seen Greenwood Christian a little bit, or last week when you saw the tape on Tri-Central, do you script the first couple of plays? Is that something you do? And if so, really, what is your mindset? Are you trying to get the game started on the ground, or are you trying to go to the air?
Yes, we not necessarily script a few things as plays-wise, but we want to script a little bit of the formations to see. We've got an idea of where we think they're going to line up based on the films that we have and who they are and what they do schematically. So for us, it's more along the lines of trying to see maybe where that outside backer is going to be against a certain formation, where we can get the angles. So we want to come out in a certain formation early on. And then that tells us, where we're going to be able to attack, and if we get the looks that maybe we're anticipating, or if it's something that we didn't anticipate. Mm-hmm. So, but we try to script early on. We've got an idea Hopefully, you like to think that early on the plays are going to work. So we've kind of got an idea for that first series on what we want to see. And luckily, Friday night this week we had a great opening drive. We were able to establish the outside early on. We got Trey to the edge a few times, and we're able to come back in the middle as well with Brock. So.
Well, let's transition into that first possession. Was a really solid. I think it really fit the philosophy of your coaching staff of grinding the clock, grinding on the ground. You took up a good portion. 3/4 of the first quarter was all of us with the offensive side of the ball. So I know that you had told us a little bit to be prepared for the second play of the game, and then I think a penalty might have thrown that one off. But kind of walk us through that whole first series.
Yeah, they were in a more of a 5-3 cover 3 look where they got one high safety. So they came out with what we anticipated, what they showed last year, and then what they were in the first few games. So we really wanted to make sure that we tried to establish getting to the edge, attacking the wide side, which we were able to do with a couple different formations. We were able to get some big plays, and then also we wanted to take our shots. That's one thing that we try to use is we want to run the ball. We want to be effective within our run game, but also setting up play action or taking our shots deep, making sure that the defense stays honest, and they can't put 8-9 in the box. And we had that, we thought, early on. Just missed a couple throws, but we got the looks that we wanted. But the first drive, as you mentioned, was really textbook on what we want to do. We want to really make sure that we attack all assets of the field, and use some clock. And unfortunately, the next two possessions are the ones that we really talked about Saturday, growing on that, making sure that once we do establish that, we don't let up at all. So,
and there was still some of that type of grinding it out on the ground in the second quarter, but then in the second half, the injury bug came back again to really get us. And Trey Adams was very limited in the second half, and I know he's still dealing with that. But that talk about how, in a situation where we have 25 to 30 athletes out there, and some of them play both sides of the ball and very specific. Taking a situation like Trey going down, that's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. And on top of Trey going down in that game on Friday, we had Owen Long was out sick Friday. Mm-hmm. So that's also one of our next.
And you guys have been
wings.
Dealing with that all week.
Yeah. So sickness has kind of gone around as well. We had a couple guys in and out, but that's obviously being part of, like you said, a small school. We got a lot of guys going both ways, and we are asking. We're running the football, trying to create a physical brand, and make sure that we are, playing hard every play. Mm-hmm. But Trey goes down, and it's one of our weapons in the run game and in the pass game. But as far as Friday night goes, Brock, I think really we had a lot of good runs there in the second half, but it limited us getting to the edge.
Yeah, it allowed them to key on Brock.
Yeah,
knowing that, and they clearly see that, and a lot of the fans. And I'll be honest with you, even broadcasting the game, you get caught up, and until I talked to you guys after the game, you guys said, well, Trey only really had 2 possessions that he was in on basically in the second half, and I forgot that because you get caught up in the game, and it made sense as to why we were going to Brock so much, and then we'd have to go to Mason, who has less experience, but Mason still does a good job. Mm-hmm. It's just they were able to key in on some things and take advantage, and they clearly see that from the other side. They know when a guy's out and when a guy's hurt. For them, they were able to establish some things in the second half on the ground, especially in that first possession. What were they doing differently than what they were doing in the first half to get a little bit more success?
They went to their counter play. They got us a couple times on that. It was big runs, big chunk plays.
It was a name we hadn't heard. It was that Klein kid, and we hadn't heard that because it was a lot more of the other guys. But then it's one of those where I assume, your backer is probably biting on one of those fakes and allowing him to get outside.
Yeah, yeah, and we were aggressive, which is some adjustments that we're going to make a little bit moving forward. Our ends were coming upfield a little bit. We wanted to put some pressure on them, and obviously, like you said, it's a game of football. It's a game of adjustments, and they got us a couple times on that counter. Hopefully, moving forward, that's a play that we don't allow for a touchdown. Maybe becomes a big run, but the bend but don't break mentality. That allow us to keep playing. So. And
you saw there was some of that early. Second quarter, there was definitely a big bending. We fumble inside. Basically, they're going to get it in their red zone, and we are bending. And then, I noticed the coaches talking about a certain play, and then Corbin Price comes up with it and reads it. After, I'm pretty sure we noticed in the booth how many times you guys were screaming that play was going to happen. So it was the pass play that he intercepted. Kind of walk us through that one.
Yeah, they put their go-to guy way out, and we've noticed that in that formation a couple weeks. They've gone to either a slant or a vertical. But as you mentioned, we were inside the 10, right around the 10, and they had him way out wide. So again, Coach Knuckles and Richards were really keyed on taking away that play, and was able to communicate that with Corbin, and he made a great play, was able to attack on the ball and intercept it. So
and huge, takes us into halftime, really 6-6, and we held that almost through most of the third quarter until one of those misdirection plays really took off for them, and that was a big score for them. I think we were still moving the ball fairly well up until really that second counter worked, and then they got on down there, and then they ended up scoring closer to the goal line, and then the time and everything. But there was a lot of emotion in Friday night too, with it being the new field. And did you sense that a little bit? The guys were probably extra emotional, and then to see Trey go down, to see Owen not be there, different things happen. When you have a limited number of guys, emotion starts to become a factor, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, we were very proud of our guys. You're asking a lot of guys to play both sides of the ball. It was hot all week. The emotions of Friday night, opening up a amazing facility, a great crowd. So the excitement of your home opener, and also just the rise in expectations. They had a great summer. We've had a great summer. Excited to be at it and playing. So there was a lot of emotions wrapped into Friday night to begin with, and then, as you said, as the game wears on, you start to see some of that fight. We're fighting an uphill. Some of our guys are smaller, and they're competing at a high level every play. And I thought late Friday that you saw that.
But I will say what I did see, and I think you can agree, is we had that emotion. We lost a couple of guys due to injury. But I didn't see us completely hang our head, which has happened in the past. The final score was 26-6, but it was a lot closer than that, honestly. We were just a few balls. There was a couple drop balls here and there. There was a couple plays that could have been we were one block away from a couple of those. And you see that as a coach, and you guys see that on film the next day. And a lot of the fans don't see that, don't understand that. It's hard to see how close we are to really flipping the script on this season. And I think we have a lot of good games coming up that we should be really excited about. If you look at our schedule, we start with Greenwood Christian this week, and then you move on through and you look at Southern Wells is a team I believe we can compete with. Indianapolis Tinley is a team we can compete with. Union County is a team we can compete with. Friday night, obviously, we just said that. Greenwood Christian. There's 4 teams right there. And then I also believe Cambridge City Lincoln is another one on our schedule. So you still have 5 games on your schedule. So you start 0-2, but you could easily end the season with 5 or 6 wins.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about that even after, like I said, Friday night, but in the Saturday. Unfortunately, we're 0-2. That wasn't the plan. But it's a different vibe. And I think our guys really handled that really well. They, film on Saturday was great. We were able to show some things that we need to work on, but also really show a lot of positives. And like you said, a lot of plays we were, one thing here, one thing there, an angle on defense here. So a lot of things that we feel that are very fixable
and easy. You can just talk that through this week, and those it's not like we're drastically way out. And we've been there. We knew installing a whole new offense last year that we had a little big learning curve. But the other thing you have is you have a lot of these guys already have at least 1, 2, 3 years of varsity experience now, and each week they're getting more and more. So I really think that we're really getting prepared to see a change.
Yeah.
And I think it starts this Friday. What will we see from Greenwood Christian? Do they pass? Do they run? What's their style?
They're more of a little bit of everything. They've shown some spread. They've shown some shotgun. The quarterback's probably their best athlete. They got a quarterback. They got a running back, and they move him around. But they've got a couple of really good athletes. They're new to football, and obviously in the last couple of years. But they've shown a little bit of everything. They've shown some double tight, try to run it a little bit as well. So they've played 2 spread teams. They have not seen, an offense as far as misdirection and some things that we're going to try to hopefully use to our advantage on Friday. But and that's Coach Knuckles. Our philosophy been since day one is we're going to really prep on us and really learn from what we're trying to get better at. Our focus on us, but we feel there's some areas there that we can really attack on Friday that give us an advantage.
Well, second week in a row we get to be at home, and that's exciting because you don't have to worry about travel on Friday. But you also this week, it's going to be the first time all year, and you're going to be able to practice on your field every day. And we've got a good forecast this week, cooler weather. It should be good for the guys. And we're also going into Labor Day weekend, so this should be an exciting, week again. We had a great crowd. I was just in awe of how many people came out to support and to spend the evening with us. Now, hopefully this Friday we have the same. We hope all you Warrior fans come out. But when you going into a game like this, you're 0-2. Did you notice you saw them on Saturday? You're going to see them today, and you've kind of touched on this. You really haven't seen a change in the guys. The guys are still ultra focused.
They're ultra focused. I will say, and it's a good thing, but the one change that I noticed a little bit on Friday night was the expectation, which is kind of what we talked about. We want to approach every Friday night as we're here to win.
I noticed that afterwards. The guys were a little bit more down than normal, and I think that's a good thing because their expectation is being raised. They are expecting to win games, and that's what we need to be at. And I think the facilities and everything we're doing with everything around Wes-Del is raising the bar and trying to raise that expectation. And so I really know the kids are going to meet us there in all aspects, in every sport. And so we're really right there. And so it's good to hear that. Anything final words for the game on Friday? Anything specific that you want to see as a offensive coordinator? What would you like to see? What's your favorite out of our offense? What would be your favorite play to call?
This week it's going to be most time it's trap, midline, anything in the box. We're working hard to establish a run game inside the box. We know we got athletes on the edge. We know we can throw a little bit. We know we can get to the edge, but constantly trying to establish our dominance in the box. And we're getting stronger. We're working extremely hard in the weight room. All of our linemen, we still don't have a senior right now. They're continuing to get better. We're continuing to learn, make adjustments at the line. So just still continuing to establish that. I thought Brock really ran hard. Yeah. His path was getting better. Yeah. He's still only a sophomore. But just, again, continuing to working on establishing being able to run inside the box.
Well, and 120 kids in the whole program, and 70 of them lined up as the team came out, so the future is definitely bright. I want to thank you for your time to sit down with us and stepping in for Coach. We know he's busy with an obligation today, family obligation, and we wish him the best. But hope that you're all out here watching the game, Greenwood Christian. Another home win at Paul L. Parker. And on behalf of Coach Hansen, I'm the Superintendent, Kyle Mealy. Thanks for watching Week 3 of the Coaches Show. And another riveting interview done by me.
Well done.
Yeah. I was really pleased with that one. I thought it came out well. Longest one I've had so far at 17 minutes. It didn't feel like that long. Coach Hansen, a wealth of knowledge. And I learned a little bit. I hope some of you at home learned a little bit. And if you didn't, if you turned it off and you made your popcorn and got yourself set up, That's great. Coach, what did we miss on the coin toss while we were away? They did the coin toss. How'd it come out?
Well, Greenwood Christian won the toss and decided to defer to the second half, so they will kick off to Wes-Del, and they stopped the clock, and we're going to start early. So both teams are ready to go, and the official said if we were ready, then let's play.
Do it. Let's do it. So I have on my watch, that's world time. We're going to be starting about 2 minutes early. So here we go. Kicking off will be Greenwood Christian kicking back to Corbin Price, Trey Adams, and the ball is away. It's a onside kick, and it is loose and still loose. And let's see, I think the Warriors did recover it at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Zach Reno came up with that and bounced over the initial line there and got to the second line. Took a couple weird bounces, but Zach Reno was able to fall on it and keep it on the Wes-Del side, trying to catch us off guard a little.
A couple of things to look at is defensive-wise and the tendencies of Greenwood Christian. They love to send pressure. They will jump, so be ready for some long counts, and they like to show a lot of blitzes. We'll see if our line can pick those up coming from the linebackers. For us, we're going to be in the wing setup as usual. And we have that set up right now with Triton Blevins under center as a quarterback. First play from scrimmage, and it's to Brock Nauman. He's got some room to the outside.
Oh, he
fumbled the ball, and it is going to be picked up right away by Greenwood Christian. That is a costly fumble in that position right there.
And a nice start to that run, a nice hole by the line. And if you watch the tackle made, went high and then both hands onto the ball and knocked it out of Brock's hands. So Brock frustrated with himself, but it's on to the next play, and we're going to have to make a stop here. They've got some big hitters on offense, so we're going to have to be ready to play.
And they do have some big hitters as we talk about that. Offensively, they're number 3, their quarterback, and that is Dobson, one to look at. He's the best athlete on the team. He has a large arm, and he loves to scramble, so there's a lot to worry about there. They also have some receivers we'll talk about throughout the night. But here's Dobson right now on the first snap. It's a pitch play back. Looks like they're looking to pass. There's a penalty down. He's wide open. That will be a touchdown if it holds at the flag.
I think it's going to come back.
I do think it's coming back.
Good thing, because we were burnt toast on that one.
And right away, it's been a fumble, and that play you want to cover. See what the call is from the official on this one. It's a hold, and it will go against Greenwood Christian, and that takes and negates the touchdown. So
thank goodness, because that play worked just the way they wanted it to, other than getting caught for holding.
And that was number 5, the running back, Evan McIntyre. He is their best and strongest runner, and he also is their best pass catcher. So got to get him low on the tackles is what Coach Knuckles said, because he's a tough one to get down. And then they'll look for seeing number 28 also, and that is Nathan Goins. He's a main running back in the spread. So that penalty helps a little bit, brings the Warriors back. But as you said, Coach, we got to pay attention for some of those trick plays.
Yeah, I think they'll throw a little razzle-dazzle on us, as they showed right there.
Looks like we're in the shotgun here with Dobson on first down. Dobson looking to pass. He's getting pressure.
There's a scramble.
Picked up, and they finally bring him down. That is number 76. I believe that's Luke Powers.
Yes.
With the tackle for the Warriors. So nothing hurt there, and now it's on to second down, and I believe it's going to be about – what is that, Coach? Almost 17?
Yeah, looks like it. Nice tackle there by Luke, or that was going to be considerably more gain on that, because it was going to get through that initial line. And that's one of the things that we've talked about with the coaching staff. Defensively, we have to contain their athletes.
Second down and 17. Here's Dobson back in the shotgun again. Spread offense in motion now is Goins. Goins fumbles on the ground, and I believe the Warriors have picked it up, and they have. It's been recovered by Brock Nauman himself, I believe. Right after he fumbled himself, he recovered one, and we've got it back. And it was, number 23, Jonah Whitworth.
Jonah with a fumble recovery right there on the spot. That one didn't work from the start. The other two plays they ran were fairly effective. That one was not a good handoff. We could see that from here clearly, that it did not get into the bread basket there, as we would say.
First and 10, ball is on the 47-yard line, and here go the Warriors. And they didn't have trouble on that first run. It was a good gain by Brock Nauman. He's just I guarantee he's going to hold on to that ball the rest of the game, folks.
Let's see if we go right back to him, give him some confidence.
Little long count here. What do we got? We got a delay of game. We don't have any flag on the field.
Yes, delay
Delay of game.
Seemed like that was taking a while.
Right now it's been a game of 2 fumbles and 2 penalties, and the ball's sticking right around the 40-yard line.
A lot of action in less than 2 minutes.
That is true. It's only 10:38 to go, and now it's 1st and 15. And the ball is on the 42-yard line. Here we go, Warrior fans, looking for that big spark this year in Week 3. This would be a big win if we can get it. Adams in motion, off to Brock Nauman. Nauman's got room. He's up through the middle, and he picks up about 7 on the carry.
Love that call. That is, let's get a guy's confidence back. You're our guy. We're going to give you the ball again. We know that was a fluke play. We know that we trust you to hold on to it. Here's the ball again.
Couldn't agree more. And now we've got into the lineup. Here comes Whitworth at the tight end position to replace Corbin Price. So look for a little bit of extra blocking, probably another run play with Jonah on the end of the line here.
That play right there to Brock ran twice in a row now to set something else up. I would look for Trey Adams to touch the ball here.
And It's back to Brock. Brock up the middle, breaks a tackle, got another one, head of steam, and he's close. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah, depending on that spot, that's going to be, it looks like the spot on this side, the official closest to it, that's going to be a first down, like you said. And nice running, that Brock running like he's not real happy with himself, and I'm going to show you guys what I really can do.
He broke the first tackle about 4 yards from the sticks and continued on and brought it across for the Warriors' first down of the first quarter. And here we go. It's 1st and 10, ball on the 47-yard line. And the Warriors moving it.
This is one of those games we feel like we have a little bit of advantage up front, so we may see just a lot of smash-mouth football here tonight.
Here we go. Blevins under center. Adams below here. Abdullah is the wide receiver. Handoff again to Nauman. No, excuse me, I lost that one. That's to the outside to Trey Adams. Trey Adams down the sideline. He's got rooms, and that one right there confused me, Coach.
Yeah, nice play fake. That's what that play was designed to, and it got both of us. It was a handoff until I saw Brock's hand come up, and I thought he fumbled.
I did too.
And then there was the play all going out to the right-hand side, a nice pitch by Triton to Trey Adams, and they force him out of bounds at about, it looks like the 16 there.
Yeah, the ball's on the 16, 1st and 10. Great job. If you can confuse us and our camera crew, then you've got it all figured out, although Romine was on that one.
I don't know about the confusing part. That's not too hard.
1st and 10, ball on the 16. Warriors trying to strike again like they did last week. They want to strike first. Ball's away. This one is to Triton Blevins is keeping. He's around the end, looking for a block. He's around the outside before he's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be about a pickup of 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, I think it's about 6, so they'll lead us 2nd and 4. I like that. I like to see Triton outside of the pocket a little bit, not afraid to tuck that ball in and run. He did a nice job of that last week a couple different times, and you may see a little more designed runs for him.
2nd and 4, ball on the 10-yard line here for the Warriors. They are in the red zone with 8:19 to go.
This is going to be Brock Nauman right up the middle.
Blevins here has it.
Nope.
It's a fake. It's over to Trey Adams.
Oh,
Trey Adams looking for a hole. He's got rooms. He's tripped up.
He slipped, yeah.
Just about the 5-yard line. No, excuse me, 3-yard line. I think it's going to be.
We got 3rd and goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice run, and I think he was in. He slipped.
No, sorry, that'll be 1st.
1st and goal.
1st and goal on the 3. I would look for Brock Nauman here for that same move right up the middle that he did last week for the first touchdown here on the new field. I'd look for that same play.
Yep. Well, I guessed wrong on the last one, but we've shown that we can get outside the line and run up the middle, so that leaves a lot of options. That's a quarterback keeper.
That's a keeper for Triton Blevins, and the Warriors are on the board.
Attaboy. That's a great drive coming back off of a fumble. Then we get it back, and you want to capitalize off of turnovers. And Triton Blevins there with the finish off that nice drive. Now the Warriors will try to kick the extra point. Corbin Price in to kick. See if we can get our first one of the night here. Or of the season, I'm sorry. And that's a little low. So, not able to finish off the extra point, but we do get the nice drive and score there, and a impressive drive. And now we need to come out and play some defense and hold the Greenwood Christian Academy. What is our mascot? They're the Cougars.
They're the Cougars.
Cougars, my bad. Okay, so let's hold the Cougars here.
That is absolutely true. It's one thing we've got to do here is get a good stop, get the ball back. You'd like to see us get up another score here. And we scored early last week, and then that was it. And we don't want that to happen for sure. But we moved the ball very well there.
Yes.
I honestly believe that if there's ever a bad fumble, or a good fumble, I should say, I think that was a good fumble for Brock, because you talk about a kid who ran with a mission after that, and he wasn't going to give it up. So, and then also good defense early on, but we can't let them have an ounce of room, because they're going to go big play on you.
Yeah, they are not afraid, as you could tell already in the short time they've had the ball, to make any kind of plays. And it doesn't matter. It's going to be outside the tackles, handoffs to tosses, plays to a pass. It's going to be a lot of different things. They're not afraid to try anything.
Here's our kick. It's Corbin Price kicking off. I can't see who's back for them, but there is a kick back to number 28.
That's
We've got to contain that position. He's
still
finally stopped there, just about the 38 or 34 yard line.
Nathan Goins on the carry there.
And the Greenwood Christian Academy coming in with just 7 seniors, it looks like, on their roster. Second year of football for Greenwood Christian, but they've played a tough schedule already. They had Park Tudor earlier in the year. And here we go. It's Dobson in the shotgun, and I think it's Goings back there with him.
Got to be able to contain here. We're in motion. Goins gets the handoff.
And everybody coming over. That's a good job. Get him down. Get him down.
He's making something out of nothing here. Boy, that's hard running by Goins.
That is.
Finally gets
stayed in. Finally gets knocked out.
Finally pushed out of bounds there.
We should have had him behind the line, but somehow he got away from us to the outside. So that's just going to.
We'll give him a little credit on that run, because you're right. We did a good job stretching that out, and he just kept his head down and finally turned it up, pushed out of bounds there finally by Alec Thornburg.
2nd and 5 now for the Cougars on the 40-yard line. Just nose of the ball on the 40-yard line. As you see on your Star Financial scoreboard, if you're just tuning in, the Warriors struck first again here in Week 3, and they're up 6-0, now trying to hold the Cougars on their possession. Dobson back, and there's a handoff, and he's met by
tackle.
A great tackle, 2 of them there. It was number 53.
Dallas Godby.
Dallas Godby finished off along with 54, Grayson Mealy. So Dallas Godby shooting in there in the gap, doing a great job, and there was no gain. The ball continues to be on the 40-yard line, 3rd and 5.
Like you said, great job of containing right there, trying to get their playmakers into space. And if we can keep them and then close in on that, somebody hit them early and then allow help to come.
And we've got our first time out here, and we're going to take our first time out. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
And welcome back to the Wes-Del Sports Network. And Wes-Del Sports Network football is made possible by our contributing sponsors. That is the Van Mater Reed Realty team of Jan Van Mater Reed and Brian Van Mater. the Star Financial Bank and Dowling Dumpster Rentals, bringing you all of the football action here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Here come the Cougars on 3rd and 5, ball on the 40-yard line. I would say we're going to be shotgun, and we're going to see a pass play.
They are spread out, so everybody, no help in the back. If we can get any kind of pressure, he's not going to have a long time to throw. But they've got here. It's going to be
it's a fake. He's coming up the middle. We got to get a tackle. He's got a first down, and that one was a good little bit of a draw.
That was a nice design play, really. Lesser of evils trying to figure out what you want to cover right there, and everybody had to be covered. Had 5 receivers out, no one in the backfield, and then they just tried to get some blocking and get any kind of crease and get that Dobson kid into space.
1st and 10, ball on the 46-yard line, and the Warriors trying to dig in again here on defense. Is spread again, and in the shotgun with Dobson. It's going to be a pitch out and missed the tackle initially. Another missed tackle. And now finally drug out of bounds by number 50 of the Warriors, and that is Eli.
No, that was Grayson Mealy with the tackle.
Oh, sorry, 54, Grayson Mealy.
Yeah, you might recognize him. He had a nice tackle. He stayed in pursuit, came all the way across the field, and pushed him out of bounds there. That's going to leave it a nice pickup, though. What's that, 2nd and 1 probably.
I wish we could finish those initial tackles. Again, we had him at the line of scrimmage, and we just completely missed. We've got to make those early tackles. And really, it's just, I think it's hard for a high school kid to stay committed and not dive, and you want to just stay committed to getting a hold of them and then just staying, basically just holding on and bringing them down.
Yeah, let somebody else help you.
You need that secondary help to come in just to knock it down. So that was a big pickup. Ball is 2nd and 1 on the 45 now. The Warriors bending a little bit here. I'd like to see either a big turnover or just a nice stop.
All spread again, 4 receivers.
Goings in motion now. Dobson racing out. Here's Godby in pursuit to the sideline. That one's short, and that was a lot of pressure being put on by Dallas Godby. And Dobson has some words for his receiver, asking him, he wanted him to come back to the ball.
He's only got a certain amount of time, and Dallas was closing in quickly and shortened the field on him by forcing him over to the sideline there. And a good job of Dobson there to just get rid of the ball and not take the loss, honestly.
3rd down and 1 on the 45. Big play here. See if there's a QB sneak to try to take it.
Oh, God.
And we jumped. It doesn't matter. So that will automatically give them the first down with defense encroachment on our team. Penalties. That's the 3rd Warrior penalty tonight.
Penalties and turnovers. You have to limit those. You do not. Listen, we're going to have a few. So learn from that lesson right here. Don't go on the hard count. Stay at home. Make them make the play. Don't give them the play.
1st and 10 on the balls on the 40-yard line. 6:24 to go in the first quarter. Dobson in the shotgun.
5 spread again.
Low snap. Throws away. And it is fumbled. Nice tackle made by Trey Adams.
I'm going to call it an incompletion.
And that was a great tackle. He was good timing in there because that was a big pickup.
Yeah, he was going to get close to that 10 yards. And good timing, good hit by Trey, knocked the ball loose, and almost popped up in the air enough for us to go back and get an interception on.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball will stay at the 40-yard line here. Again, it looks like they're going to spread us out, and Dobson's going to be in the shotgun. Warriors just have to play solid coverage here. We've got a man in motion.
Oh, there's a false start.
That's a false start.
Their tight end moved.
And that will put them back 5 yards.
2nd and 15 now.
Yeah, that ought to put the ball at the 45.
We still have to, yes, that helps, but if they're going to spread us out and throw long anyway, we're going to have to contain. It doesn't matter what the distance is. They're going to go some of these longer plays. They've shown that. They're not afraid to throw the ball.
Here we go. 2nd down and 15 from the 45-yard line. Dobson now rolling out to his right, looking for a receiver. Ball's away to number 5 before he's tackled down. That's a pickup. That was Evan McIntyre, and it's going to be a gain of about 10, to be honest, maybe 11.
Trey Adams with the tackle. Yeah, it's going to leave it about, it looks like 3rd and about a long 5. short 5. I'm sorry, about a short 5 here.
Yeah, and the board says 3rd and 4 on the 34. Clock's at 5:52. So this would be a big stop here if we can get it.
Stay at home now. Don't jump. Watch the hard count.
And we have a flag already, maybe
Ball start.
on the offense.
Yep, I thought I saw that too, and that was in the backfield.
And that is a
That
penalty
helps.
we'll take.
That helps.
Should take him back to almost 3rd and 9.
Yes.
And the ball will be on the 39. But again, they are able to make that pass play, and then Dobson has the ability to roll out. In fact, I haven't really seen him sit in the pocket yet. It's been a rollout to the right every time. But now they're going to be more in an I formation.
Still 4 wideouts. Got one.
This is the pistol formation. Bad snap. Gives us a little bit of time, but the ball is away.
It's long.
It's got to be picked off.
By Dooley.
Interception by Abdul-Amir. And he picked one off down at the 5-yard line, maybe the 4. They're going to be
We've been talking about
an I formation.
Dooley's coverage being pretty good. Just getting him to turn his head
Still
back to
4
the ball.
wideouts.
And he did on that one. You
Got
watched. And I was
This is
clearly
the
watching
pistol
that as
formation.
he turned into throw that
Bad
way.
snap. Gives us a little
Dooley
bit
had
of
his head
time, but the
back
ball's
to the
away.
It's long for the ball.
It's
So
got to
great
be
job.
picked off.
By Dooley.
Again, Abdul-Amir in his first year of playing football, and we've talked about it the last 2 weeks, as Coach mentioned. His coverage has been solid, and it's nice to see him come away with a big interception there. So now the Warriors, even though it's a little bit pinned back in their zone, let's see if they do this is okay with smash mouth football if you can move the ball.
Yeah, as long as you hold on to the ball and you can move it. A little shifting on defense here, trying to give us a different look. There's a
Abs
hand
in
off
motion.
to
There's Brock Nominee's got a little bit of room, and he takes it up about 5 yards across the 10-yard line, probably to the 11.
I don't know if you've noticed, but they tackle right at the numbers and strip down at the ball.
Yes. And I think Brock definitely is feeling that.
Yeah, it looked like it. He did a nice job of holding on to it right there.
Out comes Corbin Price. Back in is Jonah Whitworth. So the Warriors looking at 2nd down and 5 and 10-yard line.
We see a little more conservative play this end of the field, this close to our own end zone. Oh, almost jumped.
Is away, Brock Nauman.
Oh, that's a face mask.
That's a face mask. They've got to throw a flag there.
There it is.
And that has to be a face mask because that was both hands that almost looked like, Coach.
That'll tack on another 15 from the end of that run, so spot it. That was a clear one, almost on the first hit, and then on the second hit, they've been tackling pretty high, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that other than that's really not how you want your guys to tackle.
That's a 15-yarder, isn't it, Coach?
Yes. It's a personal foul, so that'll be 15 yards, and that gives us a lot better room. So now you can Coach Hansen can change the play calling a little.
He's got a little bit of breathing room now as the ball moves across to the – trying to see where they spotted it, just short of the 30-yard line, so on the 29 it looks like. 1st and 10. And here we are again in the same formation, the wing. You won't see a lot of change out of the Warriors. They like to run a old-school style of football, trying to get them to jump here. And there's
quarterback sneak,
and probably 4 there, almost 5 on the quarterback sneak. So
yeah,
like to see that out of Triton. He's done that a couple times here.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably 2nd and looks like about 6. You know what Mr. Denny could really do to make a nice profit here on these home games?
What's that?
A lot of things, but one of them is sell sunglasses to the
visitors
over there.
Yeah, I agree. 2nd down here and 6. Warriors have it. Blevins looking to pass here, and it's away.
Got Dooley.
And he has Abdullah. Abdullah's got it. Abdul-Amir with the interception. Now Abdul-Amir with the big catch. We're across to the 35-yard line.
Great pass by
a lot
Triton.
of things,
Caught
but
him
one
right
of them is
in stride, and all Dooley
sunglasses
had to do
to the visitors.
Hands up,
Yeah,
and the ball was
I agree.
placed right where he wanted it, and kept moving, and was able
2nd
to
down here and 6.
pick up a nice chunk of
Warriors have it.
there.
Blevins
First quarter,
looking to pass here, and it's
Warriors
away.
got Dooley.
And he has Abdullah. Abdullah line 1st and 10 for Wes-Del.
Seeing the playbook open up a little bit here from Coach Hansen.
Cougars trying to get in their defensive formation. Looks like they're showing blitz here. See if we pick this up.
Loading up the box, and this time
And
Triton
that one
keeps
Triton can't get away, and it's a loss. I think that might have been a option play there where he could have handed it to Brock, but
He didn't have any options.
there wasn't anything there. Brock, they were closing in on Brock, and he held on to it, so not a bad decision there.
Second and about 12 now.
Man, you're probably in fourth. You're probably in 4-down territory here if you're on offense.
I'd think so.
But
I've been wrong a couple times tonight already, so.
No need to hurry. 2nd and 11 on the 36. No need to hurry here.
Tighter formation here.
That one's away, and that's a misdirection
Trey
to Trey Adams, who has plenty of room on the right side. He's down the sidelines, got a first down, still on his feet. Plenty of blockers. He's in between, spin move, and down to the 10-yard line for Trey Adams.
Nice run. The misdirection is really catching Greenwood Christian off balance. Fake inside. They loaded up the box to try to stop Brock Nauman, and Trey took it, and then was great blocking by the line. No containment out there, and Trey just made him pay for it.
It's going to be 1st and 10, balls on the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal basically going in. And we'll see what the Warriors cook up here from offensive coordinator Daniel Hansen, who you saw in the pregame. If you didn't tune into the pregame, you can catch that when we rebroadcast on YouTube. That one away. That's Brock Nauman. He's got a head of steam. He's churning. They're trying to rip that one away, but he gets down to the 3-yard line with a good hard run.
2nd and goal from the 3. And, yeah, that was a nice run. I like the fact that we are really flying off the ball on the snap. So we're either timing that well or we're real close to it.
I was thinking the same thing. But as long as we keep getting it.
Yeah, they're coming right off the ball quick. So
let's see if we can punch this one in here. Brock again, and he's got a whole
he's in there.
Bunch of linemen taking him in. Brock Nauman for another touchdown, and the Warriors are up their 2nd score in the 1st quarter.
Coach Nuck's going for 2 this time. Try to get us back on that even number here. So we missed the extra point on the first try, so Coach Nuck's going to go for 2.
And I don't blame him. 1:47 to go. I'd like to see us convert here. This would bring it to a nice 14-0.
May see that same play.
Ball is away. There's
fake.
Stryton going out.
And he's got him. Can he get there? Oh, they're going to call it a fumble.
Are they on it, though?
It was Mason Davis with the catch, and I thought he was going to get there, and he was close. Mason reached the ball out. That's one of those go ahead and try because you can't pick it up.
Might as well. Good job by Mason to give it an effort. But anyway, the Warriors with their 2nd score, and it's 12-0 now. And I just say, hey, there's a lot of things that I'd like to see here, Coach. A couple of things we can highlight is, we've just played regular smash mouth football that Coach Hansen has talked about and Coach Knuckles have talked about for 2 years. But then we opened up the playbook and went deep to Abdullah when they loaded up the box. So saw a lot of things. What do you think on that?
Well, that allows you to – everybody has to come in now and stop the run. So what that does is it allows you to get the one-on-ones out on the outside, and we know that Dooley has a lot of speed out there. So if we can get him in space and make such a nice throw like Triton did on that last one, it gives you a good chance. And anytime you can make plays like that to pick up a big chunk of yardage, boy, that gives you a lot of encouragement. It gives you a lot of confidence moving the ball.
And we're back to kick off here. It'll be Corbin Price kicking off, and it looks like it's Goins, and I believe that's number 5 McIntyre back to receive for the Cougars. So the Cougars still capable, believe me, folks. They're capable of putting up some points, so we've got to stay on top of our game here in the still in the 1st quarter on defense. That kicks away. It's going to be a bouncer to Goins, and Goins has it. And a nice hit there by number 9. That was Reno. Did you see Reno? Reno lit that kid up on the block and then went in and made the tackle.
Yes, he did. He was not afraid to make first contact, and that in football a lot of times is the name of the game.
Zach Reno, a special teams
extraordinaire,
and he's back out there here on defense. He's number 9, folks. If you want to see a kid just flying in there, he's been doing that all night so far on special teams. And the Warriors bent a little bit there on the last possession, but then gained some confidence on the interception. But let's just see if we can handle, again, a lot of spread offense, but they're actually under center on this one. So 2 back, looks like a split back here. It's going to go to McIntyre. McIntyre trying to find room.
And he does.
And he's to the outside, gets past Grayson Mealy, and down the sidelines still going, and that's a big gain.
Stepped out of bounds.
They've got him out at about the 48.
Pickup of about 16, though, on that play. And like you said, capable of exploding on these plays at any time. It's going to be the same 3 or 4 guys touching the ball most of the game. It's just, can you stop them?
It's Dobson, Goins, and McIntyre. It's a healthy dose of those 3. Both Dobson and Goins are sophomores, and I believe McIntyre is a junior. So they have a bright future here with Greenwood Christian. They are in the split back again with McIntyre and Goins. Dobson now pitches it to Goins, trying to get outside. Grayson Mealy in pursuit.
Trying to push him out of bounds. And he makes
finally, they get him out, and it's maybe a pickup of about 5. So
Corbin Price forces him out of bounds there.
Warriors here trying to – a lot of these guys, again, play both sides of the ball, but you can't say much because I bet you Greenwood Christian has the same amount of guys.
I was thinking the same thing.
Playing both sides of the ball. So fatigue is not really – it's a kind of an even balance here on guys being tired. So
see if we can get a stop here. 1:26 to go in the first quarter.
And now we've got it in the pistol formation here in the I. Dobson under center. He's out. Pitch to McIntyre.
Is he going to throw
McIntyre
again?
looking to throw. Now he's putting his head down to run. He's across. He's got plenty of room, and he's finally knocked out of bounds. He's still in bounds by Alec Thornburg, and that is a big-time pickup for the Cougars.
I thought he was going to throw, and I think it may have been designed for that. Kept the safeties all the way back, but then he turned the corner, and both times he's done that, he's picked up sizable amount of yardage.
I may be wrong. I just feel like it's speed right now. They're getting to the outside, and we're just not getting – I think maybe instead of pursuing them up, we need to pursue to the outside
force it back in.
But what do I know? Everybody that's ever seen me coach told me I didn't know what I was doing, and the results in the win-loss column probably prove that. Here we go again. They're not going to get away from what works, so – it'll be another handoff, and it is
Goins.
To Goins. And Goins making people miss. And now
Thornburg trying.
Blevins
He's
doesn't
still going.
Get him. He's still up. Mealy can't get him, and he's either in or just knocked out by Grayson Mealy and Malachi Dubois.
Boy, he did not want to go down, did he? Thornburg had him and had tried to whip him around, and all he did was, I think, speed him up because he just kept right on going, kept those feet chugging, and went forward all the way down to the 1-yard line here.
First and goal on the 1, and the Warriors here, they have just moved the ball quick, the Cougars have on the Warriors, and the Warriors are just worn out by this speed. Now they'll try to bring it right up the middle. It's a walk in the park for Goins. Goings.
Yeah,
and they are in 12-6 now. 41 seconds to go in the first quarter.
It caught us quick there just before we could get set, and probably tired. Let's just be honest. They moved the ball pretty quick on us, and they spread us out and had us running all over the place. So, that was a tough one. Let's see what they do. I saw their kicker early tonight when I was out here a little earlier watching him warm up, and he was kicking them and hitting them from about the 25, 30-yard line.
And their kicker is number 14, and that is Charlie Overton. He's a senior. Now we have a whistle. Probably because they don't have something, or I don't know.
Defensive encroachment, so it's going to be half the distance now. So they may decide to go for 2 because it goes half the distance on that. So we jumped.
And they have taken Overton out, and they've brought in Dobson, so I assume they'll be.
Would imagine you'll see Goins with the ball again.
Goins is probably going to come right up the middle here. And it is. Nope, it's a handoff and a pass, and that is a 2-point conversion. That was caught by number 1, Zach Haynes. And it is now 12-8. So the Warriors are going to have to put points on the board tonight, that's for sure, because Cougars can attack quick.
This might be an old-fashioned shootout.
Yeah, I believe so. So we're looking here. I don't know what they're all talking about. Everybody's talking to everybody. I don't know what it is.
Well, coach is out there. He's getting them all together. Oh, you mean the officials?
I don't know.
Well,
don't start.
No, you don't start.
I'll try not to.
Well, it is Hawaiian night tonight, and the theme of the student section's Hawaiian. We've got the cheerleaders out there with some Hawaiian sunglasses and different decorations and
Sunglasses are Hawaiian?
well, the ones they're wearing are, and these and the kids down here. I see Tyler Summers in a
Coconut bikini?
coconut bikini. That's something I was hoping not to see, but there
Ever.
he is. Yeah, got some other kids out there.
Yeah. That is
It's like,
definitely.
down there. That looks like Cam Gleason looks like the kid from Up. Tell me he doesn't.
He does.
Got a backpack and everything.
He does. I don't know what's going on with that.
Maybe he thought it was Disney night. He does have a Hawaiian lei on.
Yeah. I just didn't know sunglasses could be Hawaiian.
They're all glasses are Hawaiian if you're in Hawaii. But
What's your favorite Hawaiian?
movie?
No. I think there's only one in there.
What?
Wasn't there one with Elvis?
Yeah, Blue Hawaii
Yeah.
or
No.
Lilo and
I was
Stitch?
just going to say, what's your favorite Hawaiian, like? Okay. All right. You guys are proving me wrong. I'll take it.
Let's get to this.
This is an onside kick.
Get on that. Fall
We
on
got to
it.
fall on
Let's
that ball.
it.
And it looks like
Oh,
if you've been a Warrior fan for a while, the onside kick is familiar. We
Yeah.
did use that for many a year.
Yeah, good decade.
I was just going
Owen
to say.
Long was the first to touch that and fall on it, so good job.
I was just going to say like Hawaiian punch.
Oh, my favorite Hawaiian punch?
Yeah. I mean regular Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, that's good too.
The
but,
classic.
Yeah, it's hard to beat the classic. I go back to the days where you had to pop it came in a metal can.
All right, it's 1st and 10 on the 46. Coach is letting all of you know that he was
Old.
Here we go. Let's see if we can move the ball again. Blevins getting him set. Warriors waiting to see how long count. It's off to Brock Nauman. Nauman with a cut up side, and he is going.
Oh.
He's still going, and he's finally tackled by number 50, but a big gain, Coach. That's Tad Speedy. He's a Tad Speedy for the Cougars.
He was speedy, and a nice run there again by Brock.
Coming up a little hobbling there was number 72 for us, and that is Easton Stewart.
Yeah, that's freshman Easton Stewart getting some good playing time out there.
Warriors are 1st and 10 on the 36. Coach Brock is running with a full head of steam right now.
Yes, he is. He's running
You with
straight
me?
ahead. He's running straight ahead.
You with me, Coach?
I'm right there. Sorry.
Okay.
Got-
Here we go. And this one looks like
Oh, there he
Levin's
is
going to
again.
throw. There's
Abdullah.
Abdullah. He's open, and he
Nice
catches it
punch.
over the top. Abdullah carried it in to the touchdown.
Nice play. Luke Powers is going to run down there and grab him. He caught it over the helmet of the defender.
Abdullah showing some athleticism there. He
What?
did. He came back over him, and he caught it.
Yeah.
And
Yes, he caught it over his helmet, pulled it in, and then kept running. Stretched his arm out before he was able to go down and make the touchdown. So what a great way to end the quarter.
you know what else I want to say there is a well-thrown ball by Triton
Great.
Blevins.
Both of those passes to Abdullah, you can tell they've been working on those patterns. Those were both well-thrown balls.
That makes it 18-8. I think we're going to go for 2 here, and it'd help us a ton if we could convert here and get some of those extra points back. Here's Adams in motion. It's a pitch to him.
Cut it
got
back. No, he's not going
Just
to.
got to keep going there.
Yeah.
And that is how that one will finish in the first quarter. It's 18-8 Wes-Del, and what was a pretty intense first quarter. You're
Yes.
watching Wes-Del Warrior football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Well, Coach, during the break there, in between, we were able to be clarified by one of our, I would say, most loyal
Listeners?
Well, they view. Like, you can watch the game, too. You don't just listen. So
Oh,
it would be
that's true.
viewers.
Yeah.
Although we've tried to make sure you stay off of camera. But Becky Bland let us know that it is not Hawaiian night, Coach. It's beach night.
Well, all the Hawaiian leis everyone's wearing threw me off a little bit,
Yeah.
but guess you can wear those anywhere these days.
That's right.
A lot of sunglasses, a lot of
Well,
beach wear.
you've been on that sunglasses, so it makes sense as to why they're wearing sunglasses and they're not Hawaiian because they're beach.
Beach, yeah.
So.
Well, you need sunglasses out here tonight.
Yeah, the
For a
scoring.
little bit while.
Scoring so bright, you have to have shades.
Got to wear shades.
So there you see in the chat, there is Julie Swartz, longtime viewer, one of the longest. There's Mrs. Producer, and there is the Goose, Ed Giesman. He's watching, and he said, "Hey, you guys look good." He's got to be talking about the Warriors and not us.
Yeah, well, I was going to say either that or he's time for a checkup with his glasses.
That one is into Goings. Goings is they're trying to make sure they keep a tab on him. He gets to the outside again, still going, finally knocked out by number 76. Great sportsmanship by Goings. He ran into one of the little Warriors down there, one of the ball boys.
I think that was Durr. I think he took one right there.
He took a shot, and he's feeling it right now. Might be a little concussion protocol down there for the ball boys.
Yeah, we got Tony over there, one of our favorite people.
That's right. That's a good return there by Goings.
Listen, he's getting some action. He didn't think he was going to get a play.
Yeah, that kid's like,
Everybody's checking on him. The ref
You know
came
what
over and checked on him.
You know what his dad's going to tell him? He's going to say, if you can take that hit, I don't want to see you
That's right.
complaining on game day when you're getting hit. 18-8 here, start of the second quarter. And the Dobson is in the shotgun, and they're spread again, Coach. So here we go. Low snap, hard to handle, but plenty of blocking right now. He's rolling out to his right again, downfield, and that one is
Tipped.
overthrown.
I thought it was going to be tipped and then into number one's hand behind the play, and he would have ran forever because no one was back there in that part.
Well, there's a lot out there to cover because they're sending about how many out? 5 out there, and when they're going spread, Coach? Did you count?
Yeah, there's 4 or 5 every time when they go spread. Sometimes there's 2 in the slot, and then every other time
You're pausing on me tonight,
I am.
Mr. McConnell. Trying to see if you're okay.
No, I was looking at that play there.
Taking it all in?
Yeah, the field.
All right, it's 2nd and 10 on the 47. And in motion is Goins. And here comes Dobson. They're trying to see if they get anything out of this. And in pursuit is Dallas Gobby. He's down the sideline, nowhere to go. Finally finished off
That's what we need.
by, I believe, Grayson Mealy and
Luke Powers,
Luke Powers, I think, in there on that
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
I believe a big loss there of about 4.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm going to say 3rd and 14.
I'm with you. 3rd and 14. 18-8 on the Star Financial scoreboard. Your Wes-Del corporate sponsors are scrolling down by the second quarter area of the scoreboard. There you see Young's Title. You saw Pizza King. And you'll see the Warrior corporate sponsors scrolling in that section. Here it is away. And held on to by Dobson. Now
He's got some room.
in pursuit is Mason Davis. He's got plenty of room. And that's going to be a first down.
And a 15-yard penalty probably.
I don't see a flag from the official,
Wow.
and Dobson's wants one.
Wow.
Unfortunately, though, they did convert.
They did, and wow, I'm surprised that we didn't get something on that tackle.
Horse collar, probably.
Yeah, that's how guys get hurt, but listen, do whatever you can to bring them down.
Well, that was Alex Thornburg on the tackle, number 10. But, man, just when you get them where you want them, they can break off a big play, and that one hurts a little bit, but we've got to make sure we get back into it. Here we go. 1st and 10 on the 36. Dobson in the pistol formation. It's going to be off to Goins. Goins being pursued again. They've got to stay outside. Nice job to finally finish him out of bounds, and that was Corbin Price.
Cam Bonnerschmidt got there quickly, but wasn't able to bring him down, and Goins is a heck of a runner.
And a pickup of, it looks like, 5?
Yeah, I'd say 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5, and it's going to be on the 31-yard line. So once again, the Warriors don't want to give up a score here. They want to stop. Greenwood Christian moving the ball well, although honestly, other than that big play, Coach, on the last one with the quarterback Dobson, we did a good job on that initial start of this possession.
We did, and listen, we've talked about before, you can bend a little bit. Let's try not to break.
Loobson now, he's away. And snuffed out right there was Luke Powers, I believe, number 72. Should be down. I think he was tackled, and it looks like he some loss there. Yeah, he lost a good 3 yards. That's going to take it back, 3rd and 8. And immediately on him was, 72, Easton Stewart, the freshman, was all over that play.
Yeah, he jumped right in there, and that misdirection play didn't have any chance.
And it is a loss. It's going to be third, and they've got 9 on the board. I'm going to say 8. 3rd and 8. Ball's at about the 34-yard line. Again, we've got to stay in position on these third down plays because they can do it with their feet or do it with the pass. Thompson now hands it off, and he's stuffed. And that is going to be tackled by Luke Powers, and it's stopped. And that is a great job by Luke Powers to bring him back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss. Oh, Coach, it's a loss of 3.
Yeah, they're going to call that back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th and 10, and let's see what they do here.
4th and 10, and the ball's going to be on the 41-yard line.
We've yet to see a punt tonight, so we'll see what happens here. Ball on the, 36, so we'll see if
Dobson's coming back in, so I assume they're going to go for it. This will be a huge stop for the Warriors here in the second quarter. 9 minutes and 6 seconds to go.
5 out on this
Dobson
spread.
has got a spread.
See if
Snaps away. Dobson sets his feet. Lets
time.
it go across the middle.
Oh, and it's caught.
He's got a catch right across the middle, and it's a big 4th down conversion to number 11, and that was Daniel Honeycutt.
Right in front of Alec Thornburg and Trey Adams, and right in the seam. Let's just give them credit for that. It was a nice pass, and they found the seam. We had 5 guys we had to cover in that one, and we didn't get there.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, and the ball's going to be, 1st and goal. The ball's going to be sitting on the 8-yard line. And once again, they converted on 3rd down in this possession. They converted on 4th down, and those are big ones.
Goins.
And here's Goins with it, and he's dragging. He's trying to drag some people in. They finally bring him down.
He's going to be down at the 3, it looks like. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 3.
Coming up from the bottom of that is Brock Nauman with the tackle.
Love to see us get a turnover right here.
Yeah, you need something. You hate to see him score here. And then another score brings him to the possibility of tying this thing up if, they would probably.
They could go for a field goal.
They could go for a field goal, yeah. Or they would.
We'd be on an odd number here.
No, we'd be.
Okay, here we go. Goins up the middle.
It's a fumble. I think we're on it.
It did fumble.
They fumbled it, and it's right there. I believe that is coming up with it.
That's ours.
It's ours. It's Alec Thornburg. I don't know who broke it free, but there was a force there by one of our defenders, and Alex Thornburg jumped on top of it. And, Coach, you called it.
I said we need a turnover.
You dialed it up.
About all you can hope for right there is a turnover because you're in trouble and down at that end of the field, and they've been moving the ball. So I couldn't exactly see what happened on the handoff, or if
you did. Hit. I've got the luxury of the monitor here, and Mr. Producer is all over it. And by the way, folks, Mr. Producer Andrew Romine is running everything. He's running all of the technology and was on it with the camera work there.
He's running on empty.
Yeah, I hope not. We got a long game left to go. We need more of him.
But big day tomorrow.
7:54. The ball's in the Warriors' hands. Let's see if we can move the ball here. Big turnover.
Right in the shadow of our own end zone here.
And there goes Brock Nauman, and he plows forward for getting us close to the 9 or 10-yard line and a pickup.
Yeah, that's great. That's exactly what we needed. Give us some room.
And I would say let's just keep playing that for the next 7 minutes and see where that takes us. And don't turn the ball over, boys.
Well, I can tell you where it'll take you if you pick up 6 yards on every play.
Yeah.
A lot of first downs into the end zone. So we'll take it, and it'll chew a lot of time off the clock.
So as the clock runs here, it's 2nd and 4 on the 9. And here come the Cougars trying to get set. Blevins now trying to get the Warriors ready to go. Long count. He gets through the middle, and that's going to be a first down.
There you go.
That's a 3rd time that's worked tonight, Coach.
Yeah, we've got them spread out so much, and there's no one in the second line really. They're cheating up in the box so much that there's really, once you get past that, if you get good blocking, which we are, and you're able to get past that front line, you're going to pick up 4 or 5 yards at minimum.
I'm just going to say I believe we're going to see Trey Adams break one here or Mason Davis at some point when they key in on Brock.
I'll take it.
Long count here. And it's going to be a pass
play. It's a little short, and he fell.
And Trey Adams fell.
He was wide open.
I don't know what happened there, if he just tripped or what.
He may have got tripped up coming out of the line there, but I'll tell you what, if he caught that, he was
had
running for a while.
But green. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Not a bad call there.
No, that's a great call. That was a great call because it was wide open. Trey just fell, got feet caught up with a lineman, and couldn't get through the line because that's a great call. There was no one back behind that play. Everyone had cheated up. The closest person to him was Mr. Richards, there, Coach Richards.
Mason Davis in the wing with Trey Adams, Brock Nauman in the backfield. Blevins under center.
2nd and 10.
And Brock gets through. Brock's got a lot of room, and he picks up another 6 yards.
Yeah, 6 yards out. 3rd and manageable now.
Yes.
So now it's 3rd and 4, maybe 5. Yeah, we'll say 5. 3rd and 5. But much more manageable.
Abdullah comes in with the play to Blevins from the sidelines, and the Warriors will talk it over, and we're ready to go here on 3rd and 4, ball on the 25.
Just about halfway through this second quarter.
Warriors away. It's a handoff. This one to Trey Adams, and I don't know that he got it.
Just short. Now it's a tough decision.
It is a tough decision. Do you punt it away because of field position? You don't want to give it back to him with too much time for them to score. But let's see what we do. They may take a timeout.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I could foresee a timeout here to chat this one over.
Well, no, Danny's giving him a play. I think we're going for it.
Triton Blevins is in.
You know what I do? Right up the gut.
I give it to Brock.
That Brock or
Triton.
Just right up the gut right here.
And you've got to get some push from your line right here. And Triton's got it. Hard count.
Maybe Triton.
Maybe a timeout after the hard count.
Yeah, that's what you're going to see.
That's what you're going to see. So they're going to talk it over here, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll bring you back here on a big 4th and 2, 5:18 to go. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
And welcome back. A big 4th down upcoming, 2 yards, 4th and 2, ball's on the 28. We're still in the timeout. And got some people watching in there. I want to say hi to Brittany Chambers watching. I believe she's here. I thought I saw her, so she may be watching while being here. And, of course.
The best of both worlds that way.
Oh, yeah. Now, I've been told it's a delay, so it's an interesting watch because, it's just a little delayed on the action in front of you. But
maybe I can just start guessing.
Yes, we'll call you the great McDeany.
Yeah, sure.
This is a huge play, Coach. 4th and 2. If you don't convert, you give it to them in good field position. If you do, you've got some time to still work here. Let's see what the Warriors do. Blevins under center. Blevins has it. It's a handoff to Brock Nauman, and he is smashing forward, and he got the first down. Good call there. That's who I'd go to.
Yep.
And the Warriors keep this one rolling. And the chains will move. And the Warrior chop is
here we go.
On us.
Chopping that on Beach Night. Not Beach Nut, Beach Night.
Yeah, Beach Nut is
not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor and won't be.
Probably won't be.
Some good old Beach Nut. All right, Blevins under center, 1st and 10. See if the Warriors can keep things rolling here.
Oh, how did we not get offsides?
I don't know. We got to get rid of that one.
Just
and
throw
we
it
do.
away. We got to get is anybody close? Intentional grounding? Or is they saying he was outside the tackles?
I think they got him outside the box. They're going to talk about it maybe.
No, he said, well, they're talking about it.
They're going to throw a late flag perhaps?
They're talking about it, see if there's a receiver close enough. He says it's okay.
Listen,
it's
okay.
If we're not going to call the offsides, we might as well not call that.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know we're going to be able to say anything about this crew.
No, 2nd and 10, ball on the 31, 4:45 to go.
Always supportive. We love our officials.
Always supportive of the guys that do it. Jim Vonderschmidt, it's good to see you in the chat. Glad you're watching. There's
another handoff to
Brock
Brock.
Almon's got plenty of blockers. Gets a
Oh,
good
there's a
block. He's to
flag.
the outside.
There's a
There's
flag.
going to be a hold back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it was on the wrong side of the play too. So one
Yeah.
of those that you hate because it didn't really.
And I know who you can tell who did it. Poor Easton Stewart. He got caught over there on that one. He came over to tell the guys. He
Yeah.
touched
Wait,
his chest and said, he's a freshman.
Freshman.
I mean, that's a tough spot.
You're 14 years old
Yeah.
playing varsity football, going against some guys that are big and strong, and you're trying to play the offensive and defensive line. So, but
Good grief.
hey, listen, it's 10-yard penalty.
It is.
Yeah, holding.
Oh.
Always,
Always has been.
Always has been. Still
Always
is.
has been, Kyle.
Still has. Still is.
Well, Jim, Cam's been playing well, so
Yes.
glad you're here watching. Or on
Another
the live
freshman.
stream watching.
Yeah, another freshman.
If you're in person, then that's great too. Hey, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, those of you that are watching, hit it.
Please.
We need as many subscribers as we can get.
Begging you.
Coach needs some extra dollars in his pocket. There's a pass outside. That's Abdullah. Abdullah has it. He cuts through, gets up one. Maybe, I'd say he got about 6 or 7 on that one.
Nice game so far from Dooley.
He has had a nice game. It's going to be 3rd down and 12. So interesting situation here for Coach Hansen to decide what he is going to do.
Folks, the subscribe button has nothing to do with me. Please subscribe just because
Yes.
we want you. I get nothing from that.
Actually, the subscribe button might
just
make
helps
him
our
go
school.
away.
Yeah, well, yeah, but we probably get a lot of subscribers now.
Yeah, if you do, we are getting very close in subscribers to making some little monetary for the school off the YouTube account. So
Right.
it will go back to the athletes and your school. So hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends. Levens has it. It's a pitch outside to Adams. Adams is getting tackled, and that didn't gain but maybe a yard, so it's
Yeah.
going to be 4th down. I assume we will punt here.
4th and 11.
Yeah, we're going to punt here with 4th and 11 to go, and 3:15 will probably be about on the clock.
Yeah, and that's the right call. We could go for it when it's a little closer than that, but this end of the field and with the explosiveness that they have, now what you want to do is try to get this thing to bounce out of bounds.
I'd like to see it go out of bounds so we can get them pinned down there and then work
Well,
it that way. That's a good kick. That one is bouncing, and it is out of bounds.
That's perfect.
That is about as good as it gets. It's going to be down at the 31-yard line, depending on the spot.
We'll take that because you don't want to give Goins that much room to get ahead of steam going. We've seen what he can do running.
Yeah. And so they will take over at just at the 30. What's he got it spotted at? The 31?
Yeah, it should be about the 31.
I think that's what they're doing. Now they're putting it on the 30. I'll take that spot.
Yeah.
They're putting it on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, 2:58 to go. Now, Cougars coach, very capable of a big play here, but we just got to do our job.
Yeah, you want to stay at home, and we've done a better job of forcing things back to the middle where we have some help. But you never know what this. Again, they've got 2 wideouts all the way, and 2 guys in the backfield. So another different look from them.
Dobson rolling out now, looking
Now
for
coming
someone to
back to
pass.
this
He's coming
side.
back to this side.
Got to make a
And
tackle.
right on it, we have to make that tackle. That tackle's got to be made. We've got
there's
a
a
penalty.
flag.
There's a flag back
That's
here.
coming back because number 50 knew it, and he put his hands up like, I didn't do that, right as the flag's going by his ear.
And Triton Blevins is cramping up right now on the sideline, so he's trying to work that out on that tackle. But the flag was back here at about the 40-yard line.
Number 50 just put his hands up, and he knew he did it. There was flags flying from
Was it
everywhere.
a hold?
Yeah, it's going to be I'm going to say that or illegal block in the back.
Triton trying to
Yeah,
work
right.
that cramp out. I think he's going to be out this series. So they're going to be bringing in, I believe.
It's a block in the back is what they called.
Yeah, I believe that coming in for Triton will be number 5, Owen Long.
Owen's been out there a little bit on and off. Getting a chance here. Coach Van Meter down there. We haven't mentioned him. Able to get on the sidelines. Always good to see him down there, and he's getting those guys stretched out a little bit.
It's going to be,
It's 1st and about 8.
looks like 1st and 8, balls on the 32. And let's see if we can, 2:29 as the clock is running here. Dobson, again, they're able to make the big play happen if they get it.
Here
Goins,
he
and he's
comes.
got some blockers. Here he comes down the sideline.
He's
That's
gonna have the first
Abdullah
down.
holding on, and he's finally knocked out of bounds.
Good thing he stepped out because he didn't give up on the play.
No, they will not give up. You got to get him down. Somebody's got to get down around the ankles. and keep him from churning. We don't want to tackle too high.
Enough of a run there. It was enough for a first down. That's going to be on the 48. So
1st and 10 on the 48. Clock is down. Going to be, when they get set here, about 2:14.
And unfortunately, that's plenty of time because I think they have 2 of their 3 timeouts left.
I think they're still working at Coach Van Mater working on not Vonderschmidt, but Blevins on the sidelines.
Here we go.
Defense needs a big play here. Big play. That's a low snap. It's going to be
coming back.
Screen pass out. Mealy meets him.
Ran into Grayson Mealy.
And he is going back the other way.
Yep. Hi, nice to meet you. And here's the eye of the Warrior.
Sit down on Paul L. Parker turf.
Yeah, that one was a nice setup. They just did not fool Grayson on that, staying at home in that linebacker spot. And that, folks, is why you get in the weight room.
Yeah. 1:45 to go here. It's going to be 2nd and 8, ball on the 50. And they are taking some time off the clock here in this huddle.
Their field goal kicker's good, but not this good.
Yeah, he'd have to be real good. And Coach, or Mr. Producer says he does play soccer, and I believe that ball's loose. Ball's loose. It's on the turf. Tackle's made there. And that was by 76, Luke Powers, but it was on the turf, and we almost came up with that one.
Somehow he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know how, but
Clock's
I thought
running.
we had that one. Clock is running. They haven't used one of their timeouts, and I think they still have all 3.
I think they have 2
2.
of them.
They do have 2 left on the scoreboard. Star Financial scoreboard says they've got 2, we've got 2. It's going to be close to under a minute before they snap this one. 3rd and 8, ball on the 50.
You'll see a timeout if they get a first down here. Otherwise, they're probably happy to let
coming
this
down.
go.
We've got to make a tackle. We've got to make a tackle, and we didn't. And we finally knock him out. That is Luke Powers and Grayson Mealy finally knocking him out of bounds.
They get enough for a first down, though, and that stops the clock because they're out of bounds.
We want to get through this 49 seconds and go to locker up 18-8, I can tell you that. So cross your toes, cross your fingers, whatever you got to do, Warrior fans, for this defensive stop. Cougars still with 2 timeouts. Clock stops as they're out of bounds. And they are still in the shotgun with Goins behind Dobson. 4 receivers out. Another screen.
He could throw it. He's not going to. Got good blocking on that one.
Got good blocking. Finally tackled by number 13. I believe
flag.
That's Trey Adams. What do we got? Where's that at?
It's right here at the
That could
the
be
line.
on them. That should be on them.
Yeah. Anytime you see a play thrown behind the line of scrimmage like that, a lot of times you'll get a legal block.
And I think it was a hold.
See what we get. What the call is here. Yep, you're right.
I got a holding. I got one right. So
that'll take them back 10 yards from the spot. Now they're still first down, but it's going to be 1st and about 20 now.
Ball's on the 49-yard line.
I'm going to spread us out again on defense here.
43 seconds to go.
Quarterback's telling going something, so let's see if it's a nope.
It's block, I think.
Yeah,
it's block.
Give me some
Get
time.
Jonah Whitworth giving him some pressure. Now he's rolling out. He's looking for somebody. He's going to throw deep. That one up
and he caught it. Nice catch.
That was a great catch. With the clock should still be running once they get set here. We'll see if they call a timeout.
They stop it for the set it. They're going to try to catch us. We got to get ready to play here. We don't have time to worry about it. Now they're going to call a timeout. That's probably
timeout with 31 seconds to go, and they're celebrating, which they should. A heck of a catch
that was
there.
A great catch.
I didn't see who made
that. That was
catch.
number 1 for them. That was Zach Haynes. And
Zach
a great
Haynes.
catch. Went up, caught it. I didn't know if he'd be able to hold on to it, but he did and came down with it. So, again, time is on our side here, but we have to we got to get a stop.
Coach Cole Chambers of the Warrior Wrestlers is in there watching his wrestling team.
Absolutely.
Very happy with their performance, as he should be.
Should be.
You know what's great about a good football season with your wrestlers? It usually leads into a good wrestling season.
Yeah,
and
those
we're
guys
seeing
are
a lot of physicality tonight, and we'll see that on the mat during the winter season. So
out there getting hit and moving around and being aggressive. All those guys are doing a great job.
I will say something that I think Wes-Del does better than anybody. That is the host of the county tournament in wrestling. If you've never been to a wrestling meet, you've never been out to watch one, folks, if there's one you want to go see and you want to see an atmosphere unlike a lot of atmospheres, come to the county tournament. posted by Wes-Del. I don't think anybody does it any better. And make sure that you catch that one.
Well, here we go. Big play. First down from the, 27?
I believe so.
Yeah, first and
27.
10. So let's see what they do. They had time to get over there and get everybody on the first page or on the same page. So let's see what they get.
And they still have a timeout remaining. So here we go.
That's a quick one across the
And
middle.
that one's over the top. Almost picked off by Trey Adams as it came across the top. And 28 seconds still to go. It's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 27. Once again, they still have one timeout, and the clock stops on incomplete passes. So 28 seconds to go. Be a huge opportunity here if we could get an interception.
It'd be great. I know I called for a turnover last time. I'd take it. I'll take a turnover here. I'll take a turnover from Arby's, wherever.
Yeah. The apple turnover?
I'll go cherry. Thank you.
Okay, you like cherry?
Yep.
All right.
Right now I just want a turnover on this football field.
And here we go. Dobson has it. Ball's away. Dobson now rolling to his left, looking to throw, and that one is dropped. Oh,
wow.
That was a big drop by number 21. Coach, that is
I'm going to let you say that one.
Wyatt Schlagetter.
Yep. That was him.
Sure.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, 23 seconds to go. They still have, I would say this is 2 down territory left, and they have a timeout. But the play clock's running here, and Dobson now to the sideline trying to get the call. Down to 15 on the play clock as he comes in.
Stay with us for a nice halftime interview with Coach Lamb and some of the cross-country participants. Be a nice time for you to catch up with how they're doing.
Warriors get set. Here we go. Ball's away. Dobson throwing. He's
wide
got
open.
someone back there, and it is a incomplete pass to number 5. That was McIntyre. It's going to bring up 4th and 10 on the 27 and 18 seconds to go. So
just over his shoulder. It looked initially like we didn't have great coverage, but Corbin Price did a nice job of closing in on that at the end. I think it made him a little uncomfortable.
do you burn your last time out here, or do you just go? Looks like he's going to go for it. Here we go. 4th and 10. Ball's on the 27. Goins is supposed to be back. Looks like a little confusion by the Cougars. Big stop here if we can get it.
Get a stop. Get some pressure on him. Oh, that's holding.
And there is a ball away, but it is a stop.
Boy, that's going to be close to him.
It's going to be close.
I don't know if that's a first down or not. Yeah, just barely. Daggone.
Was there a flag at all?
No, but there was a clear hold.
So 13 seconds to go. I would assume they'll take the timeout, but maybe not. I think when they get reset, the clock should start.
I don't know if they're calling him out of bounds, maybe.
If they are, they're going to hold. Man, that would have been a great stop right there. But let's see if we can make it happen. Defense has to make a play here. 13 seconds to go. We don't want to give up a touchdown. They're completely spread. Nobody in the backfield. Ball's low. Snap. Pressure coming.
Ooh.
Now he's got nowhere to go. Big pursuit now. To the outside as Luke Powers forces him. Now he's going to throw.
Oh, he had it right in
And he
his
dropped
hands.
it with 2 seconds to go.
That was number 11, Honeycutt, and he had it in his hands. Great job to keep that
And now,
play alive there.
Now Trey Adams is down. I don't know if it's cramping. He's been dealing with cramping, but Trey Adams is down.
Here comes Coach Knuckles and Tony Cox.
Let's hope for our sake that it's just something. It does look like a cramp. But this is something Trey's been dealing with since the start of the season. And so this is going to give them an opportunity for both sides to get a break and also talk it over. There's still 2 seconds left, folks. And as you can see there, the pocket broke down. Luke Powers had a lot of
he had good pressure
on him. But this 2 seconds is plenty of time for Dobson and the Cougars to find the end zone. So we've got to try to get Trey up here. Try to get him out of these cramps. So that's a good sign that he's up, but see if he can put some weight on that.
Not a lot. Get him in there at halftime and get him some fluids.
Big defensive possession here, and I don't know if Trey will be in for this one, if we'll get a substitution. So
well, unless we call a timeout, we'll have to make a substitution.
that's true. And I don't think we're going to call that timeout. So I assume that you might be seeing Owen Long coming in for him on this one.
Yeah, let's see who we.
Folks,
yeah.
it may seem like, cramps aren't a big deal, but if you've ever had one in the middle of the night, they're a big deal.
Boy, I have.
They hurt. And so imagine that happening week in and week out, and it's happening to Trey a lot, and they're trying to work on it. You talk about a guy who was doing nothing but drinking water and hydrating all week long. So
Looks like maybe Triton came in to take a spot.
And here we go. This is a big one. Oh, they're going to kick a field goal. It looks like they have number 14 in to kick, and that is Charlie Overton. See if he kicks this one through. And now we have a timeout.
Coach Nuck's going to call a timeout
By the Warriors. Let's see if they decide to continue to kick or if they.
We haven't seen that a whole lot, have we?
No, we haven't. And we're going to stay here with you a little bit. Got my eyeballs on these puffs this baby's eating out here. They look pretty good.
I didn't see that. And we go see if I can get you a handful?
Yeah, would you see if he'll share? I don't think he will, but if you don't see me in the second half, I'm going to be down there with him because he's enjoying those. I remember the days of the puffs.
I guess while we have a timeout here, let me say that tomorrow,
you want to change the subject?
No, I just don't think you're getting any of the puffs. Tomorrow we'll be covering the Kay Saunders Classic. Not only will we have one court going, we have two courts going. I am not going to announce both courts, but I will announce the home Wes-Del games, and so we'll be happy to.
How do you do it?
It's nonstop here. I got a small cot in the back of the boiler room you don't know about.
Well, you also don't know you're not getting a paycheck this year.
Oh, I'm not? Okay.
No, that's new too.
Well, that's all right.
Well,
I'll
there's
be there anyway.
Hey, there's no wind. I can tell you that. The flags are still, and Overton is going to be what, a 23-yard, 22-yard kick?
Well, you had 10, so 33, right?
What? Okay, maybe.
With the
and that
end zone
is good.
That's good.
And Overton puts it through, and that's going to be the end of the first half. The Warriors lead 18-11, and it was a pretty good first half with a little bit of everything. We had some early turnovers by both teams as they settled in. Then when both teams moved the ball pretty well. Coach, what did you think of that first half?
Well, I was very impressed with the play calling from Coach Hansen. I thought we did a great job. Coach Richards did a nice job of adjusting to the what they're trying to do. And, sometimes it's just about bending a little bit but don't break. And I really like the way we played that first half. I was really encouraged with how we bounced back after a couple of mistakes. And there are times where we have done something like that and just buried our head. And in this case, we didn't. So very encouraged. I think that we'll go in. Both teams are going to make adjustments. Both teams are talking about that right now. And, we're going to have to continue to have our head on a swivel because we know that they've got some guys that are capable of making some plays. But I'm very happy with where we are, and let's continue this aggressiveness and good playing. And our line has done a great job tonight. Let's not forget about how good of a job they've done blocking for Brock and giving Triton time to hit those long passes.
Well, Coach, you did have the opportunity to sit down with another part of the athletic department, another team. Why don't you lead us into this halftime interview? Who'd you get to talk to this week?
Well, we spent some time talking to Kaitlyn Banister, cross-country runner, and to Coach Lamb, and we just kind of relaxed, sat back a little bit, and had a good time talking to those very laid-back conversation with Coach Lamb. As you know, if you've ever talked with him, he's
always a laid-back conversation.
Easy to talk to, so it was a great time to hear how the cross-country teams started off this year, and sit back and enjoy. Get some popcorn and enjoy this.
There you have it. Sit back and enjoy the interview with Coach McLaughlin, Coach Lamb, and Kaitlyn Banister, correct?
Correct.
Here you go.
Welcome to the Wes-Del Sports Network halftime show. I'm here with Kaitlyn Banister from the cross-country team. Kaitlyn, welcome. And let me just first ask you, how's the season? I know we're not into a bunch of meets yet, but how's practice going, and how you felt like things have gone so far?
I think it's been going pretty well. We don't have a lot of people on the team this year, but I think it's going very well. I mean, practices are hard, but then that really pushes us for the meet.
Well, cross country
Yeah.
is a tough sport anyway, so you got to have some
Yeah.
mental toughness to be a cross country runner. And so, from talking to you before we started this interview, we're short on numbers. So it's you and Caroline, and we have two girls this year. So,
Yeah.
so instead of being able to qualify as a team, which you have to have at least 4 runners to qualify, 5 runners,
Yeah,
to
5.
qualify as a team, then we have just 2. So that means it's really about yourself and PRs and trying to do the best you can. So
Yep.
we've had 1 meet so far. How do you feel like that meet went?
I think it went okay. I think it definitely could have been better, but the weather was nice.
The weather was nice, and the weather has been up and down. And what's one of the things with cross country is you're going to run those meets. I mean, it's
Regardless.
yeah. If it's drizzling or if it's heavy rain, as long as there's no lightning and thunder, we're running, right?
Very true.
Yeah. So a lot of the practices around here, I know you guys go to mounds every once in a while and run, do that as a team, and so what is a typical practice? Let's say it's not a day before a meet. How many miles are we putting in at a practice, you think?
3 to 6, I'd say. I mean, 3 to 4 on a good day.
Yeah.
But if you want to really push yourself, go for like 5.
There you go. So, and one of the things I've always appreciated about cross country is I think the meets are very underrated. It's one of my favorite things in high school sports is the start of a cross country meet. And everybody's out and I'm assuming that maybe you feel the same way, but it's like the adrenaline that you get right before the meet starts and everybody's standing there together and you take off. So how many teams were in the last race that you ran in, do you know?
11.
11 teams. So that's not even a big one, really. That's kind of a
No.
medium to small
Yeah.
race for us. But what do we have coming up as far as meets go? I know we have some coming up. We just ran the Pendleton race. Full disclosure, we are filming this right before that race, so
Yep.
we don't know how she did. Ask her if you see her at the game tonight. But what do we have coming up? Do you know what's coming up meet-wise, or just some that you're looking forward to, maybe further down the road that you like to run in?
I think we have a New Haven race, and I
Okay.
really like their course, even though it's really big on hills, but I really like their course, so I'm excited for that one.
And in county, obviously, we'll have that at
Yep.
some point, and all those races around
Yeah.
here. So, well, it's always great to have our cross-country runners. I love the cross-country team. I had a daughter that did it for 4 years, and I love cross-country. I know that special place in my heart for cross-country runners because I know how hard it is. So keep up the good work. Keep pushing your teammates. Do a good job of leading because I know there's not a lot of seniors, so do a good job of
Always.
leading. And we'll be looking for you and looking for results as the season goes along. So thank you for being here and good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back. We're joined here with head cross-country coach David Lamb. Coach, how's the season going so far? And I know this heat has been crazy to deal with, but how do you feel like the season's going so far?
I'm pretty happy with it. Varsity, I'd like to see a few more numbers out. We are thin, especially in the girls. We've only got 2 girls. I know you guys talked with Kaitlyn. We've got Kaitlyn and Caroline. So no senior girls, no senior boys. So I guess that's good that they'll be coming back. We've got 1 boy that's a junior, quite a few sophomores. So we can keep some of those numbers, then hopefully bring some of the 8th graders up next year.
Yeah, and one of the good things kind of for you is that you're involved in both. So we can recruit these kids right out of 6th grade and keep them in the program and get them up because I know our middle school numbers are pretty good. So you just keep that going and keep building them up and bringing them up.
That's my goal.
Yeah, so as we look at the season, we talked to Kaitlyn a little bit. Some of your favorite meets, I know you've done this a year or 2 now, some of the ones that you look forward to, any of them in particular that stand out?
Yeah, some of the old classics like the Arabian Roundup's always fun.
Yes.
It's pretty flat. It's always hot. And then I know Kaitlyn mentioned the New Haven invite. We run that at Huntington's cross country course, and it is great. I mean, I like a course that is spread out and you're not running a bunch of laps around the same spot. I like when the parents actually have to run to get to different spots to see them, you know. And Huntington does that, and the kids love that course. It's usually a fast course for us. Last year we started running at Taylor University. We run on their course, and we'll have sectional there. It is a really good course too. It's a little bit hilly, and at the end there's one you really got to
Yeah.
You know, you got to save a little bit to get up there at the end. But yeah, it's a good course. I don't think we'll be at the Sportsplex anymore, which everybody hated the Sportsplex.
Well, I felt like when I was with my daughter, Cameron, I felt like we were at the Sportsplex every weekend.
Every weekend, yeah. There was one season, I think there were 4 meets that
Yeah.
we ran at the Sportsplex, and it's not anybody's favorite course.
No.
So, yeah, I think the city invite this year, they moved it to Central,
Okay.
but Central's getting their football field as well, and they're not
Right.
far along. So they're going to have to, I think, maybe talk to Burris, and we'll run wherever Burris runs their cross-country meets. I have no idea where that is.
I've been to the Taylor race before. That was added right towards the end of Cameron's career, and that's a neat course, and that's fun to. And some of those courses are great to be a part of. But like I was telling Kaitlyn, and you could probably appreciate this as a coach, and I know you're running around a lot on the course trying to get to different spots and give people their mile times, and people don't realize that, you know, there's a lot of more coaching into this than just, hey, run faster, because everybody wants to know their splits and they want to know where they're at in a certain spot. But I still go back to what I was telling Kaitlyn, the start of a cross-country meet is probably one of my favorite things in
Yeah.
cross. You get to, like their Arabian meet, for example, Fishers will be there, Carmel, I mean, we'll have some huge schools, and here's little Wes-Del, and everybody's got a chance during those.
And everybody is so kind at the starting line. Good luck, man. Good luck on this course, whatever. High-fiving each other. People that you don't know, you've never met, or maybe it's somebody that you see, you know, at 2 or 3 of our meets, and you're like, okay, I know that's the guy I need to stay with. I'm going to beat him today.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody runs out. They do their run out. They get their huddle, and everybody's got a chant, or some students will pray, or somebody's. You know, we had a middle school kid one time. You know, middle school kids, some of them are this tall. And he's running around in circles because he can't see what's going on in the huddle, and he literally weasels his way into the middle of the huddle.
That's
so one of my
awesome.
favorite cross country starts was seeing that. But yeah, it is fun, and like you said, racing is just fun in general.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be the race for first, second, and third.
No.
You can see kids coming in at 20th and 21st, and they're neck and neck, and everybody is cheering those kids on like it's first and
Yes.
second. And it's just fun to watch and see the kids cross the finish line and that sense of accomplishment.
There's a lot of great, like you said, a lot of great sportsmanship at a cross-country meet. And it doesn't matter. There's always someone, unless you're in first place and then everybody's trying to catch you, there's always someone you're trying to catch ahead of you. So it gives you someone to shoot for, and you're trying to hold somebody off. And if you don't know how tough cross-country is, go wait at the finish line.
Yeah.
Start at the start line because it's awesome, and then go watch the finish line. And if you are, don't have a strong stomach, you may not want to stay too close because everybody's giving it everything they have.
Yeah. Everybody always says most of the kids can run 5,000 meters, but 5,000 meters and one more step, they're on the ground rolling around
That's right.
and they're throwing up. So, yeah, it can be pretty dramatic. But you see kids literally crossing that line, and some of them just instantly go down and just chill. They just got to sit down. And it's not typically a medical emergency. They're just that tired.
Yeah.
For the last, if it's a girls race, the last 20, 21 minutes, 22 minutes, they have been pushing themselves. And they're done.
And it's really cool. I love cross-country meets and watching the end, like I said, the beginning and the end. The one thing I would say about cross-country, maybe you can back me up or tell me I'm wrong, but cross-country runners are a little bit different in the fact that as a coach, I've always felt like they're some of our better students too, because you have to be disciplined mentally, and most of them are disciplined in the classroom too. So you have good kids that are good students that are giving it everything they have, and those are typically fun kind of kids to coach.
Yeah. Mental toughness. I mean, I always say, when you're out there running, it's really your mental toughness that's going to get you through, because if you can be in the best shape of your life, and if you say, I can't do this today, I'm done, you're not going to have a good race.
Right.
And the same is true for academics. I know I studied for this test like crazy. You get the test, you look at it. If you don't have what it takes to push through a problem that's going to be hard, it's not going to end up being your best test.
Right.
And you're right, that you see a lot of that in cross country as well.
Get out and watch a cross-country meet if you get a chance this year. Go find one that's close and go watch. It's a lot of fun. Good luck this year, the rest of the year, Coach, in middle school and in high school. We'll be watching for those PRs and those times to come across. But go find one if you can.
All right. Welcome everybody.
Yeah.
You're not going to see it at Wes-Del. because we don't have any home meets this
We'd
season.
like to
but
at some point.
Eventually, we will. Yes.
Yeah.
I think we might have one middle school meet, but we got to get.
We're working on a bridge, aren't we?
Oh yeah, we got to do something.
We got to get a bridge or something.
We'll put a bridge out there. We're going to have a brand new facility to run around, and it's
great.
going to be awesome.
I always thought this would be cool to run like maybe a middle school meet and finish at halftime. I've seen this one other place where they finish at halftime of the football game and they're coming across. So maybe that's something we can work on.
Set up a shoot right there at the 50-yard line, and
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we're thinking
We'll
aloud, right? We're thinking aloud, right? Yeah. Good luck to you the rest of the year. That's head coach David Lamb for Coach McLaughlin. This has been the halftime show on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
And welcome back. A wonderful halftime interview by Coach McLaughlin with the cross-country team. Always great to have those spotlights on other teams. On Friday Night Lights, we get to talk about some other ones. So great job there with the cross-country team, and always fun sitting down with David Lamb. You never know what you're going to get, and it's always a good time. And I've got my cord all wrapped up here, so
be careful.
Feel free to jump in. Anytime.
Well, it was a good interview, and anytime the one thing I mentioned on there is that cross country is such a different sport. I mean, it's such a tough mental sport to go out every day, run 4 or 5 miles, and put that time in, and then go out. You know, depending on where you're at, and we don't have enough for the girls to have a full team, so it's very individual, and so it's a tough sport, and you have to have some mental toughness. There's a lot of dedication, and to go out there and give it every day, what you have every day, and put the miles in. But proud of those kids, and they do a good job. And like I said in the interview, there are a lot of fun things about high school sports. I love watching the start of a big cross country invitational, and it's a lot of fun. And then then you go to the finish. Those sometimes we talked about aren't quite as glamorous, the finishes of the cross-country meets, but still, you see a lot of toughness shown, and that's just a word I think that comes out a lot when you think about cross-country. So it was a good interview.
Coach, we may be in trouble because Mr. Producer had to go down and work with the
oh, yeah, I see him down there.
He's having to work on something else. So now I'm trying to figure out exactly
what you're doing.
What I'm doing. I got it figured out.
Oh,
I got to run a little camera action while I'm talking at the same time. Oh, I forgot we're kicking off. Let me go here. Stay with me, folks. I'm trying to figure things out. So
if you have any motion sickness pills,
you
may want to go
take
take
your
a
Drama
couple.
Me.
You may go take a couple of those real quick.
So it looks like the Warriors will be kicking off here. To the Cougars, up by a score here. This is one where you want a defensive stop, Coach. You don't want to give anything up on this first possession.
No, first of all, we want a good coverage on the kickoff, and then we want to come out here and just kind of make a statement. So here's the kick.
This kick is off, and it is to
Goins,
and he's got a little bit of trouble with it. He's going up the sideline now. Need to get a stop there. He's back. He's cut through.
And he's still
on his feet. We've got to get to him.
Grayson Mealy's trying to make a
finally
good
knock
angle.
him down at the 50-yard line, but that was a great return by Goings.
Yes.
Again, we've got to make some adjustments at halftime. You hope we talk about that. They got to the outside just too easily than the first half, and I have a feeling they're going to try to do that again.
Yeah, I think so. And anytime those guys got in space, we saw what they could do. And Goins is a tough, hard runner. So he showed it right there. Ball's going to be right at the 50-yard line.
Thank goodness he's back. I did my best.
Yeah, I couldn't have been more nervous. I don't like when you're in charge of a lot of stuff.
I know.
It doesn't end well for me.
It usually ends bad for you, ends with anger for me. Trey Adams is not in, by the way. He is out. Looks like he's dealing with cramps, and so that continues into this game. Dobson now has it on first down, looking to go across the middle, and does.
Nice catch.
And that's a nice catch by McIntyre. Cut it up the side. Now he's going to get a block on Price. Price knocks him out. Now he's going down the sidelines, cuts back in, still on his feet, still going, and he's finally taken down by Jonah Whitworth inside the 5-yard line. And that's what we just talked about, the big play. And they are knocking at the door, and with their kicker, a chance to either tie it or take this to lead here if they go for two.
Nice pass and a nice catch on that. And then, like you said, when we have an opportunity to take somebody down, we've got to make the tackle. So pickup of about 47 on that play.
And that one hurts.
Now I see what we get here, but you may see
I'd see Goins
probably. And
it's nope. It's going to be a rollout, and there's trouble. They've got to get to him, though. Got to get to him.
That could be a
nothing called, and he's still going, and he will fight, but they stop him.
Good job of holding him up there by Zach Reno.
It is a broken play after broken play all the time, but they have some athleticism. I thought there was a penalty earlier in the play.
Could have been a crackback block or a blindside block there, but they didn't call it. I guess that they're giving – that's a hard call because they're just letting them play out there, and those kids are they're so unconventional with the plays they're making and running all over the place. So I agree with you. That could have easily been called. It wasn't.
2nd and 2. I think this is going to go to Goins, and last time it didn't. I think this time it does, and it does. He's stuffed at the line, and I don't know, no signal yet.
3rd down.
And I think it is 3rd down.
Right on.
And that was number 76, Luke Powers, who made initial contact, and it's going to be 3rd down and inches.
Inside the 1 here.
Inside the 1.
Probably going to pick on whichever side of the line they feel like their strongest lineman is and run right up his back.
See if we can get in there, make something happen, get a stop.
That's offsides.
That's offsides. It has to be a call. Was there no flag whatsoever? There we go. We got the signal from the umpire down here.
Yeah, it's false start.
And it was
that
a
helps.
false start.
I'll take him back 5 yards.
And that should be 3rd down and 6.
I think he wanted to quick snap that, and center didn't give him the ball.
No. 3rd down and 6, but
still right there.
Yeah, they are right there knocking on the door again. Big turnover here. If we could get one, would be huge. This is definitely 2-down territory, Warrior fans. So Dobson under center. Goins in the backfield. It's a handoff. Nope, it's a rollout. And chasing him down is going to be Powers, trying to get to the
nice
outside.
tackle.
He is tackled immediately and stopped by Corbin Price with an excellent tackle on Dobson, and Dobson took a hit in that one. And it's going to be a 4th down, a big 4th down. And if the Warriors can come away with a stop, this would be huge on momentum side.
Well, you wonder what they're going to do. They have a great field goal kicker, so they may kick. You don't say that very often.
Dallas Gobby trying to get the Warrior fans going here. Grayson Mealy looking inside, trying to get the call defensively.
They're going to kick it.
They are going to kick here. Now, if they can get a block here or get a stop on this one, it'd be huge. The ball's up.
Oh, did that sneak through?
It did sneak through. And it's going to be 18-14.
Listen, that could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse to get out of there with 3. That's huge. And now the Warriors still hold the lead with 4-4, and they get the ball back. And let's see if we can run some smash mouth football and get up a little more on the Cougars. So
yeah, let's see if we can get a long possession would be nice for us. Give some of those guys, defensive guys, just a little bit of break in and out, and let's see if we can string together some nice plays here and keep the ball. I'd be just fine with a couple 6-yard runs here from Brock Nauman and just keep pushing and punching that ball up the gut.
And it will be a kickoff to, it looks like Abdullamir is in the backfield with Corbin Price. Again, it looks like the same issue that we dealt with last week is Trey Adams is not going to be in. He's sitting on the bench.
Trying to get that stretched out down there with Van Meter.
He cramped up at the end of the second quarter. And one thing we didn't mention on the air last week was he was not in but maybe 2 possessions in the second half against Tri-Central. And that's tough. That takes a weapon away, but it just means somebody's got to step up. And looks like we got a beach ball that made its way out onto the track.
Beach night.
It's
beach night.
Beach night. Not beach nut.
Nope.
Beach night. 9:11 to go, 18-14. I would be prepared for the onside kick. I'm not even going to. Nope, they went long with it.
Oh, that's a nice
That's
nice
Corbin
kick.
Price. That's a great kick. Corbin Price looking for some blockers. He's up the middle, straight up the gut. He's still on his feet. Nice return.
Good
almost
job.
To the 40-yard line, just about the 37.
He ran that one hard right up the gut, and I like that north and south running from our receiving.
We've always been a big fan of the north-south pattern rather than the east-west.
Let's go put that head down and get as many yards as we can. And he almost broke that one. McIntyre, I believe, made the tackle on that. Kay Saunders Classic tomorrow. Wes-Del will play at 10 o'clock and 11. And then I have a game off, and then play at 1. I had to think there. And then the crossover with whatever place you finish in your pool will be played after that.
Here are the Warriors, 1st and 10 on the 37. A little bit longer count there. It's to Brock Nauman. Nauman stopped that time with only about a yard gain. Might have been his shortest run of the night right there. And they sniffed that one out, but
they've got a guy down.
They do?
Oh, he's back up where he was for a second. He's limping around a little bit. He's out there, 54. He was down. I couldn't see through the guys here. He got up.
Okay.
Trey Adams back out there.
Trey Adams back out in the field. See if he can give it a go. It's everybody at home, give a well wish to him that he doesn't cramp up in this half. We need him. That one away. That's Brock. Got a lot of room and a nice carry. That brings him up probably across. It's a terrible spot, but that's the first time I'll complain about it. But that spot was absolutely awful.
Now we've got another guy cramping. Is that not Trey this time?
No, that might be Jonah Whitworth. No.
That's good sportsmanship.
It's a 3.
Couple guys over there.
Couple of guys stretching him out over there. And Tony's probably telling him not to do that.
Yeah, I got
All right, thanks, guys. All right. Well, that is great sportsmanship, though. So we're going to take a quick injury break here. We'll be back with you on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
And there you see our sponsors, the Van Mater Reed Realty Team. If you're in need of a house or looking to sell one, call Jan Van Mater Reed or Brian Van Mater, the best team in realty.
Let's buy one.
If you're looking to get a loan for a house, hit up Star Financial Bank and let Trent Dowling, or let him know that Trent sent you. And if you're looking to move something heavy, maybe you're looking to put some new rock around your new property, call Mike Dowling at Dowling Dumpster Rentals.
I saw Mike here earlier.
Well, that's a shame.
Well, when I saw him, I thought of dumpsters.
You thought of Dowling Dumpster. It's not the first thing I think of. Here we go. Warriors.
It is now.
3rd and 4. The Warriors have a chance to convert. See if we can keep this rolling. It's to Brock. Keep going, Brock. I think he might be there. It's going to be real close.
Yeah, we got a good spot.
I think we need a spot. He's already saying first down.
Yeah, we got a good spot on that one.
Yeah, we'll take it. I'll take the good spot on that. And that one is a Warrior first down. Brock Nauman having a great night as he's running there. Here comes Blevins back in with the call from Coach Hansen. You got to give a lot of credit to what Coach talked about right before break or before the halftime. And that's our line doing the job up front and really getting these runners some holes to run through. 1st and 10, ball on the 47. Blevins has it now. And what the heck just happened there? We got a timeout?
Yes, right before that, luckily, because that was going to be on us, I believe.
Was it going to be a delay of game?
Yeah, I think so. It was going to be something because we had some movement over there, too.
Well, poor Easton took a shot, though.
Yeah, somebody. Was that Easton?
That was poor Easton. He took a shot that he didn't have to stay. We're going to stay here with you. Coach talked about the Kay Saunders Classic happening tomorrow. If always a great,
I can pull that up and tell you who we're playing.
Great opportunity to come out and see a lot of volleyball, and in the Kay Saunders Classic again. Kay Saunders court is where it'll happen. Do they play in the field house too?
No, we don't. We play 2 courts going side to side. It's kind of like an AAU feel in there, and summer volleyball. Blackford will start off versus Miss Mississinewa at 9, but then Wes-Del will play Hagerstown at 10, turn right around and play Blackford at 11. Have a game off while Miss Mississinewa plays Hagerstown, and then Wes-Del will play Miss Mississinewa. Then to finish up that side of the pool, Hagerstown will play Blackford, and then like I said, we have a crossover. On the other side, you have Bishop Lures, Tipton, Marion, and Western High School. So I know Biff really likes this. Is something, in his last year. He's always loved this tournament. He does a great job of hosting it. He's in there setting things up when I was in earlier tonight, and it's a neat night. It's a really cool atmosphere. Come in if you get a chance. If not, join me on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Me and executive producer Mr. Romine will be there spending our day watching some good, hopefully Warrior wins and some good volleyball.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay, 1st and 10. Ball's on the 47. I'll try to come out and get a couple of games in here. Blevins back to throw.
Oh, he's got
Abdullah again, and Abdullah almost caught that one. Wave at your fans.
That's my boy Phillip right there.
That's great. He was blocking my view. I needed him to leave.
He did.
I know. You told him hi. He wasn't here waving at me, I can tell you that. Not with this personality.
No.
2nd and 10. And we had Dooley again. Well-thrown ball there.
It was.
But now we'll see where we go. Well, I like that we take a shot there. I like that we took the shot, and now I have a feeling we'll get back to, I don't know what we're doing. We're
probably try to pick up a little yardage on this.
We're going to have to take another timeout.
Oh, we don't want to do that. No.
We're going to have to.
He's going to either there or take the penalty. I hope he takes it.
That's that.
And that's our second timeout this early.
With this kind of game, that is a little frustrating because.
Yeah, Coach Nuck is a little frustrated about it. But, okay, move on. Didn't want it to happen, but what are we going to do about it? We're just going to move on to the next.
And we are going to move on. We're going to take a break. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage / rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Well, we're going to knock on wood that we can hold on to that one timeout.
Yeah.
We're going to need it, but there you go. Some sponsors. These are the corporate sponsors: Montgomery Insurance, Campus Rentals, Martin Insurance, Property Pros, Young's Title and Abstract, and Pizza King, established in 1958.
Wow.
Here we go. This is going to be 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 47. And the Warriors had to burn their second timeout. And we need to move the ball here and get something offensively going. 7:31 in the third. And nothing the call there. And now we're away.
There's that little short pass.
And short pass
knocked out
to
of the hands of Mason Davis.
Was knocked away. And now there's some extracurricular on the field. And there's a penalty. It's going to be a flag.
And that may be on Mason. I think that's going to be on Mason. He would got his hand wrapped around and wouldn't. And now Mason's having to be calmed down by his teammates.
And they will come onto the field to attend to the player that's down. They got locked up a little bit. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know Mason tried to get up and he couldn't, and so there was a little extracurricular started there. I don't know that it was intentional.
Yeah, well, we got the trainers out there taking a look at him. That gives our guys a little bit of extra time that are over here getting some. Jonah Whitworth was getting some work done too. We're
going to get this penalty sorted out. I think it's going to be a personal foul on Mason because the flag was thrown as Mason was getting what I would say just giving him the business.
Yeah, that's what they call it. McIntyre he's been involved in the game on offense and defensively all night. So
here we go.
See what we get called. Oh, boy. Oh, okay, so we get a little bit of a break there.
Basically both of them were giving each other the business, and both of them negate each other.
So it stays 3rd down and 10. That could have been a lot worse. We could have been marching back about 15 yards. But
yeah.
I guess they were both giving each other the business, like you said there. So
that was
a lot of business going on.
That was good old-fashioned business being given, and that's as good as we can say it. So it's 3rd and 10, and the big news is Warriors need to get something going offensively here because we give it back, and they have scored on their last possession. And again, this is the second. What are we doing? The play clock's running. Did the official stop it?
I think he's going to reset the play clock, and that's a good call by the linesman. It could be our coaching staff over here getting in his ear and saying, hey, you got to reset that play clock. You didn't have the ball ready. So he did. Nothing hurt.
Anyway, we need a big conversion here because this is similar to the second half against Tri-Central where we came out and we were not moving the ball effectively. So hoping for the best here. Davis in motion. It's a fake pitch. And that ball is away now. And Triton Blevins has room. Triton Blevins with a huge pickup. He cuts it back to the inside. Goins has it. Hold on to the ball. They got him out just down there, but a huge gain. Great job by Blevins. I thought he was done. He came out of the pile there, and we're really just out of the.
Yeah, he kept moving and it kept going forward. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought he was tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss, and then all of a sudden he comes out and picks up a nice gain there. And
it'll be first and 10 on the 33, Coach. And we said we needed a little momentum. Well, there's a little bit right there. So I might go back to Brock Nauman here and
take some more time off.
See if we can get him up the middle. Take some time off that clock and march it down and get a score. Looking for a hard count.
Oh, boy.
Well, I don't know if we went, but now there's Triton again. Triton making something out of nothing, and he picks it up. But was there a flag?
I don't see one. I don't know how. Listen,
do you feel as if there should have been?
Well, there was some jumping on the. I mean,
I'm okay with
we are jumping off the ball on the snap. We'll just say
best crew I've seen all year.
Listen, these guys are ready to get to Applebee's.
Oh man, well it is bottomless wings and fries, but we tried that. Grace and I tried that last week, and we tested it. It's not as bottomless as you think.
Really?
Yeah. We put a hurt on. They're bringing 4 out at a time on a little tiny saucer.
Encouraging you to leave at some point.
Levin's back, looking to go sideline.
Oh, he's got
a guy back there. And it's
Corbin.
Price. Just outside of Price's hands. A great look again.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad throw. Not a bad route. Just barely overthrown, but just good on both ends. Weren't able to come up with it.
It's going to leave us here at 3rd and 6, but I believe we're in 2-down territory here the rest of the way in from this one. But
I don't think we'll try a field goal from this far.
No, I wouldn't say. 3rd and 6, I'm looking at a sneak by Triton or give it to Brock Nauman, but they've been shooting that gap a little bit better in the second half here for the Cougars. And that one does go to Brock. Brock's got room.
Oh, hit hard.
Finally hit hard there. Hit low and hard.
That's
but that is going to be real close. I think he's short just a little bit.
Depends on it's going to be about a half yard short. So
I think we just go.
Yep, I'd go quick right up the gut.
Shove that sucker right up there and go. Here comes Jonah Whitworth on, and
good to see him back out there.
Yep, he got a little work done, and he's back out there. At this point, I say take it up the middle, Triton. Get behind one of the big fellas. Get that yard, and let's keep this thing rolling. 6 flat now on the clock. 6 minutes. Let's see if we can dive this one forward for the first down. 11's on the count. It goes to Nauman. Nauman gets it, and more. Hold on to it. There we go. First down. Brock Nauman running well there.
Yeah, but that's easily enough for a first down. So, again, hard running. When you know you only need a yard, there's no dancing around. You just run right up the back of one of your offensive linemen, and Brock did a nice job there.
Corbin Price in now, and out goes Abdulamir. And here come the Warriors. 1st and 10, ball on the 21-yard line. And the Warriors working to drive this one in. Friday Night Lights at its best. Looks great here under the lights. Blevins looks like they're going to try to, and that is number 5 for us with it, and he is moving and grinding. Who is that?
That's Owen Long.
Owen Long with a great carry.
But he was quick around there. You could tell he hasn't played a whole lot. He had a lot of pep in his step there.
Owen Long with a great carry. Great job of holding on to the football, and is that a first down? I believe so.
Yeah,
it's going to be first and goal going in now.
Nice run, Owen.
Nice job by Owen Long, and ball's on the 8-yard line, 6:12 on the clock as the Warriors come out of the huddle. Let's keep this thing going. Like to see us just smash this thing on into the end zone here in a couple plays. Blevins under center. Snaps away, goes to Nauman. Nauman hit early.
Yeah, they shot that gap on that one.
And that one there. And
it's McIntyre again.
I saw Malachi Dubois kind of hit himself there back at the coaches saying, that's on me. But that was a tough one to block, Malachi. He was shooting in there pretty quick. So still 2nd and 9. There was a loss of a yard on the play.
See if we can punch this in. It's been a nice drive. We talked about a long, nice drive. Let's see if we can finish this off.
Clock's still running. It's under 4:30 now. Blevins has it, looks to pass. The ball's away.
Threw that one a little
and that one
quicker
was
than he
wanted to. Quicker, but he had a lot of pressure coming at him. So
that's McIntyre
it's
again.
Going to be third. It's going to be 3rd and 9 now. Again, we'll be going 2 more downs in this location. We will not, I would assume, be kicking.
No.
So this is one where we need to convert, need to score, get up late in the 3rd quarter, be up at least a score or 2 would be really nice.
Trying to get them to jump a little bit here, and they're not.
Blevins has it. He's up the middle. He's still dragging some. He gets him in across to the 4-yard line. That's pretty good.
They come up with it, but they had already blown it dead.
And Triton is cramping now.
They'd already blown that one dead.
Yeah, the problem is if they come out and get an injury timeout and see him, he's out.
He's got to come out on a 4th down.
On a 4th down, and that's what Coach Knuckles is saying. That,
and here comes Vonderschmidt.
And that is what they're going to have to do is go to the young freshman on a big 4th down, because Triton will have to come out of the game on an injury timeout.
Yeah, let's hope it's just – it looks like Tony's stretching him out, so it looks like it's just cramping again.
I'm going to tell you what, we're going to be purchasing a different type of Gatorade or something.
Let's get some bananas in.
I don't know what we're
Fridays.
going to we're going to do something, and I'm going to talk to our new, wonderfully new food service director and say, hey, maybe we need to
banana lunch.
Put the potassium,
banana pizza,
magnesium, do something. We've got a lot of cramping issues, and Triton is same leg that he had problems with before, so. Vonderschmidt probably be coming in a tough spot, the freshman. But he is the backup, and Hanson's talking to him. We'll see what we do here on 4th down, big spot, 4th and 4. 4th and goal at the 4.
The good news is that there is a little bit of a timeout to help get Cam on the same page with everybody. And you're able to talk through the play right here before you send him out there. You know what you could try to do right here? Is go hard count because it's going to be a new count. It's going to be a new cadence from a new quarterback.
So Cam Vonderschmidt, the freshman, giving the play and heading to the line for, I believe, what will be his first varsity snap. And it's a big one. 4th down and goal. Vonderschmidt under center. Ball's away, snap to Brock Nauman. Brock Nauman's in for the touchdown.
They called a touchdown. Yes, good.
And a nice job by the Warriors. And there you see, folks, on your screen, a little bit of the light show that we've got.
That was cool.
So Cam Vonderschmidt, the freshman,
cool on a lot of parts.
Play,
cool to see
heading to the line
talk
for,
about
I believe,
your first
what will be
snap
his first varsity snap.
As a freshman quarterback,
and it's a big one.
It's a touchdown.
4th down, and here we go.
Wow.
Goal. Vonderschmidt under center.
Ball's
away, snap to Brock Nauman. Brock Nauman's in for the touchdown.
Oh, sorry, that was an instant replay.
Hey, guys. He is excited about it both times.
I'm excited about it both times. It's a touchdown every time in instant replay.
Well, you caught me off guard because you're watching the monitor. I'm watching out here.
Hey, to my credit, I was told instant replay was not working tonight.
It did.
Here we go.
Okay, we're going for 2.
Yeah, you got me off guard. Now, is this the real thing? Is that real? Is that real? There we go.
There we go, and it's when in doubt, give it to Brock, let him run.
I don't care how many times I have to say it. In replay. Play it again. I'll go crazy again.
He takes the pressure off of his quarterback. Great call there by Hanson. Take the pressure off of your freshman quarterback. Just give it to Brock and say, hey, Brock, go make a play for us.
26-14, a big score there, and it also brings us under the 4-minute mark. And nice job, a nice possession by the Warriors. Great job, and you talk about the next man up stepping up when Triton went down, and Vonderschmidt comes in, and that's nice to have. And we're trying to look down there and see it. They're still working, I believe, on Triton.
Working on Triton. We're working on everybody.
I'm going to look into whatever we got to look into for our cramping issues.
Yeah. I could go down with a cramp right now. Who knows? I don't think anybody cares about that, though.
You know, on the second score, we could have ran those lights again, but I don't know if Coach Burkett's a little gun shy.
Well, he did it. I think he was fingers crossed. Is that going to turn off?
Is it going to go back to the lights?
Yeah.
He got it figured out, though. So here we go. Warriors lead 26-14, 3:58 to go. Now we need a big stop on the defensive side of the ball. And Mr. Producer's going to have to quit faking me out on the replays.
Yeah, we got a good laugh out of that one.
Going's got it. Here we go. Got to keep him onto the middle. Got to keep him into the middle. Make a play. Make a play. Get there. Hang on, boys. There we go.
Oh, fumble.
Fumble.
We got it.
Loose, and we've got it. And it's picked up by Dallas Godby. I can't see who came in and got the fumble. I think it was Corbin Price, I believe.
Yeah, Corbin, I think, knocked the ball loose, and then next thing you know, the ball's laying on the ground, and we jump on it.
That was huge. And as this is another opportunity here, and I assume we're still working on Triton, so I believe Vonderschmidt will stay in at quarterback here, and he will run back out here. And the ball is going to be 1st and 10, and it's going to be on the 33-yard line.
3:48 to go right here, and great field position.
Yep. 3:48 in the third. Be a great opportunity for the Warriors. Let's see what they do. We've got a couple of Warriors out on injury. That is Triton Blevins and Trey Adams. We've seen Owen Long now, and Cam Vonderschmidt's in the game. Officials now.
We got officials timeout. Just making sure probably of the right spot of that because of the turnover. I don't think it's going to be anything.
Yeah, it can't be anything like a replay because we don't have replay.
No.
I mean, we have it up here, but it faked me out. So we're going to try to sort this out. And they're just cutting into their half-price apps at this point. The more they talk about it, they're going to push them
3 minutes
back. What are we
kicks in?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Nothing. He's just going back to tell them what's going on, and then we'll call this. And he's probably telling them we'll reset the.
Okay.
He may be talking to both teams about maybe a little extra curricular activities going on after the whistles here. It's been a pretty clean game up until there's good sportsmanship by both teams, but if you've noticed the last two series have been a little chippy.
It's football.
That's right.
All right. Mason Davis there. They were talking to Mason a little bit. I saw him. I think he's okay. I thought for a second there he was having a little bit of trouble, but Vonderschmidt now under center. And it's 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Vonderschmidt has it. It's to Brock Nauman. Nauman gets some more yards. He picks up about 5, maybe 6 on the carry. Another good run by Brock Nauman.
If it's not broke.
If it's not Brock, don't fix it.
That's right. Keep handing that thing off because, man, he is running forward. That picked up about 6.
Maybe
almost
7.
Almost 7.
And 3:24 here.
Well, Mason Davis comes off and
Zach Reno's in.
Hey, what was the play again?
Yeah, Zach Reno just needs a little bit of reassurance on that. Vonderschmidt now gets him set. Vonderschmidt off to Nauman. Nauman gets a block. He's got extra blockers. Nauman's got one man to beat. Finally gets tackled after a first down, and nice job. Hey, let's credit the line, too. They're doing a heck of a job at giving him a big hole.
Absolutely.
And Brock is hitting it. He's just putting his head down and getting there. Folks, it's at 3 minutes and 7 seconds, and it will run once they get set. It's a first down, and the Warriors still moving the ball here and moving it well. Vonderschmidt under center again. And it's back to Brock Nauman again. More Brock Nauman, and I wouldn't stop it.
It's almost like, what plays do you know? I can hand it off to Brock. That's all right.
Yeah,
that's all right, rookie. Go in there.
That's right.
Do your job.
Get your clean handoffs and
that's right.
Just make it happen. 2:50 now left in the third quarter. Clock's running.
Playing with confidence, though. I mean, you see him up at the line. He's getting the snap and getting it in there quickly. 2nd and 7.
Ball's on the 11 here. So another first down brings us ever so closer to taking another 2-score lead. Ball's loose. Vonderschmidt falls back on top of it there. That was the first time we see a little bit of miscue between the center and the quarterback there, but he's okay. He's going to run back and get this. It'll be 3rd down, and it's going to be 3rd down and 9, and it's going to be back at the 13 on that. So, again, we're in 2-down territory. See what the call is. Abdullah comes off, and Whitworth in, so it's going to be a heavy line set with the tight end.
Yeah, how much do you want to put on a freshman quarterback right down here? I know it's, do you want to throw or just keep handing it off to Brock? I'm going to hand it off to Brock.
Brock that time was snuffed out. So now we've got 4th down and what will be 10, maybe 11. And now they will have to make a decision.
I'll tell you who is good players, the McIntyre kid for them. He's in on every play, offensively and defensively, just about. And he's making some adjustments. So here we go. Like you said, 4-down territory. Then this is 4th down.
So we'll have to see what they pull out of their pocket on this one with 1:26 to play. Vonderschmidt now maybe looking at his first pass as a Warrior, varsity quarterback, and he is going to snap back, and the pass is up, and it is almost caught by Corbin Price. It was a great throw.
Yes, it was.
And Corbin went up and did a great job to get to it. That's about as good, other than catching it coming down with it, is about the only way it could have been better. So I don't hate that, and honestly, defensively, we get it right there, and if we can put some pressure on and hold them, that would be a big turnover if we can keep doing that.
Time of possession has been great for the Warriors in this quarter. We've had the ball most of the quarter, and that's a big – when you have a big play offense like they do. Hey, let's keep the ball on our side and not give them a chance.
And what I'd be looking for right here is a big play. They haven't really pulled anything out of the pocket here on big plays, but I can see that happening right here. Try to go deep with 1:15 to go in the third. They don't need to.
They got tripped right here.
But they could. Dobson looking to go outside. He's got
some. Wave that one. Yeah, I thought so. False start.
And that is a false start. They officially.
And why he called it, I don't know, because it was all the way on the other side of the field. But this official over here has actually been pretty good on our side. But he called it all the way on the other side.
Be careful. It's still a lot of game left.
Well,
saying people are good. I think I said it earlier. So it's a minute 13, and that's going to push him back. It's going to be first down and 15. Ball's going to be on the 12. Again, put a little pressure on Dobson, but not lose any of those receivers behind you. I think he's got empty backfield. He's looking to go deep. Ball is away. No pressure. Ball delivered
open.
Right over the middle. Got to make a tackle.
Hold on.
They do make a tackle, and he's down at the 50-yard line. That was Alec Thornburg and Abdul-Amir. Abdul-Amir making first contact, and a nice job to at least bring him down. 1:05, and they will be at the 50-yard line.
That play right up is splitting those two guys right up the middle. They've run that a couple times and gotten big yardage on it.
49-yard line. It'll be first and 10. And we are under a minute left in the third quarter, but a big pickup by the Cougars. Cougars trying not to turn the ball over here, trailing 26-14. They want to score, and they want to score quick.
Trips right again. Same play that
they just had. And this is Reno getting out. Nice job by Zach Reno to make the initial contact, and then overcame Luke Powers to finish it off.
That boy, Zach. Look at him. He's fired up, too. Oh, we talked about it. Keep the man in front of you, make contact, and let your buddies come help clean it up.
You know, I want to say Greenwood Christian has a great crowd. You get to see that right there on your screen. That they did bring a really good crowd for as far as they had to come. But now it is 2nd and 11 on the 48-yard line. We've got 13 seconds. Could be the last play of the quarter. And let's see what the Warriors can do defensively. Cougars have it. Dobson drops back, looks to throw. Ball to this side, and just out of McIntyre's hands. And that leaves 3 seconds on the clock, and it will be 3rd and 11 and on the 48-yard line.
We had pretty good coverage there. He wasn't going to get a first down on that. He might have picked up about half of what they needed, but we did a decent job there in coverage.
Whitworth cramping also. He runs off, so.
Been happy with the guys that have come in, though. They're giving these guys breaks. They've played well.
And it's 3rd and 11. Big play here with 3 seconds to go in the quarter, but a big play overall. I assume that they will probably go 2 downs here if they don't get it. This one's going to be screened out. We got to get in there and get going before he gets the first down. Get him down, boys.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't.
That's just great running. We've got to force that out of bounds.
We've got to tackle. I'm just going to say it. We got to man up and tackle.
That was about 7 yards. He just pushed our guys back. And
it's going to be close, but I don't think they're going to give him the first down. So it's going to be the end of the quarter, and it's going to be a big 4th down and 1 upcoming in the start of the 4th quarter. But you've been watching a great 3rd quarter of football here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
We're back here. It's going to be a big 4th down and 1 for the Cougars. And
hey, can I real quick jump in here and shout out to the cheerleaders?
Yeah, you can.
All right. Delaney Huffman, Gracie Drake, Ava Wetmeyer, Tori Clark, Brianna Hale, Bailey Combs, Hayden Browning, Presley Curtis, Kylie Proctor, Kirsten Ronan, and Jenna Woodson.
And there they are getting ready to show off their arms and throw some T-shirts out to the crowd. Everybody likes a free T-shirt.
Yeah, I'll take one. Do you think they can get one up here?
Probably.
I need to tie those up if they're going to throw.
Well, they still say Washington Harrison School District.
There were some older shirts we found.
4th and 1. See if the Warriors can hold here. I don't know. There's the ball. He's got it. It's a first down. He's across. That's McIntyre. And Nallman came out of the pile. He was pretty upset when he came up. And
somebody got hurt.
And we got somebody else down. That is Dallas Godby, but he's back up. I've never seen a group of guys cramp more. If you guys watch this over, I don't know what it is. Figure it out. Because nutrition-wise, I don't understand why. They haven't cramped at all. So it's something we're doing. Maybe I need to look at our
water.
I don't know. 11:42, and the 1st and 10, ball on the 39-yard line. Dobson, ball's thrown low. Dobson fakes. He's going to go deep.
It's gone long.
See if he's got somebody. It's up. A lot of contact. Looked like it was offensive.
Yeah, that'll be offensive.
That was a pull. Pulled down on Corbin Price. That has to be offensive pass interference.
That's going to be offensive. There's no doubt about that one. You know what, though? That's probably the right thing to do because otherwise
it's going to be intercepted.
Yeah, take the penalty because it's first down. That's probably the right thing to do.
And that will, by the look of Greenwood Christian, that will be, offensive pass interference.
It was an easy call. Here's the call from the official.
And they will, again, they're not afraid to go deep with it, but
now it's going to be 1st and 25.
And the ball will be all the way back to the
46.
Other side, 46 across the 50. Back into their own territory.
Continue putting pressure on them. We want to get the ball back here and run out another long possession like we just did.
Dobson, empty backfield. Cougars have it. Here comes Powers. He's forcing him up the middle, and he's going to be the ball's loose. He lost the ball, and the Warriors recover. And that was Dallas Godby, and Luke Powers recovers.
Have they made a signal?
Yeah, there it is. And in there was Easton Stewart as well. I believe Easton Stewart got to him.
Yeah, he was carrying that ball awful loose.
And I want to say Godby, Easton Stewart were in there, but Godby recovered, I think, again. But I think Easton Stewart made first contact. Now the Warriors have it in a good spot, good field position across the 50. 1st and 10, ball's on the 47. This would be a great opportunity. And here comes Triton Blevins back onto the field after some issues with cramping. So we'll see
if we can keep him out there. Another nice long drive capped off with a score would be just fine with me.
Triton Blevins getting the Warriors set. Play clock's down to 8. He now gets under center. Snaps away, goes to Brock Nallman, and they've sniffed this out. They are on this, and Brock.
Yeah, you're right. They're jumping that now into the box, and we're going to have to do something to catch them off guard. The thing is, you don't want to be too crazy because you don't want to give the ball right back to them on a turnover. So, see what we can do. Still running time off, though. Even with that little bit of loss, you're still going to run a good 40 seconds off the clock every time you do that. So let's see if we can get some forward momentum here.
Clock's down at 10:45, and let's see if we can pick up a first down, a big first down here. If we can make the we moved, and that's going to be on us. It's right down the bottom of your screen, and Dallas knew he did it. Dallas got to be on a move.
Yeah,
he's just got to get up and move on. It's going to put us at 2nd down and 20.
Mad at himself because we actually got them to jump, but when you move, it just negates that right away.
Yep. Nothing hurt there. I mean, just got to move on to the next play. We've proven we can make it happen again.
I love your positivity.
2nd and 17 is the thing I'm known for. Ball's on the 46.
10:30 to go here in the game, I guess, in the 4th quarter.
Captain Optimism. Here we go. We've got to get we got to get up there because we've messed around too long. Snap it.
Oh,
got to
that one's in trouble.
That one. It's
in trouble
That's
from the very
not
start.
the one we wanted to throw at all. We rushed the play. This could be a touchdown. It is a
Nope.
He's still in.
Oh,
finally knocked down
at the very end there by
That's all we've
we're gonna
got to get to the line.
They're going to add on another half the distance to go on us for a personal foul here, I think. Yeah, that play was doomed from the start because we didn't get to the line quick enough. You got to get the play in. You got to get to the line, and you've got to, because everything was rushed. Then let's see what they call here. I'm pretty sure that's going to be. They're going to call him out of bounds way back there. And
they do have him spotted further back. I don't know what the
21
penalty was, though. I still haven't seen that. Personal foul.
I thought that was on us. That'd be half the distance to the goal, so that's going to take it down to about the 11.
Oh man, that was not our best moment of this ball game.
Well, we're going to have to string together some stops here.
Yeah, we are. We're going to have to dig in because clinging on to a 12-point lead right now.
And something to come back to is we're down to one timeout, so
yeah.
We're gonna have to make some plays.
We've caused a couple fumbles here, but this would be a big opportunity for us to do that. And they're resetting. They're getting, and yeah, that's a good job by the official. The chain gang was not set.
Get those guys down there and ready.
Here we go, defense. Let's see if we can get a stop here. Warriors lead 26-14. Dobson has it. He gives it off to McIntyre. He's met by Grayson Mealy and several others, but he's still digging. He's finally taken down.
Carried some guys about 9 yards.
And included Brock Nauman's helmet came off on that play.
That means he'll have to come out for a play.
What's the purpose of that rule?
Yeah, I never really got that either.
It's stupidity is what I think it is. They got to wait. Don't they have to wait for the guy to get on the field, for God's sake?
Yeah, they will. I don't even know who that is. We don't have that on our roster, so.
No. We don't.
Make a play, 65.
Dobson has it. This is going to go to McIntyre again, and he is going to get right into the end zone.
He's a tough runner. He's playing with a little more confidence right now, and we're going to have to step it up. So let's see what they do. What's the differential here? I would imagine they'll just go ahead and, they'll probably just go ahead and go for one because 4 and 5 doesn't make a difference. So
I would think, but
let's see what they do. I would think they'll just kick this.
This is going to put some pressure on us with 9:23. By the time we get this back, I mean, we're going to have to move the ball and chew up the clock. We're not going to be able to go 3 and out because they just scored pretty quick.
And they've yet to miss one of these extra points, so we could take one right now. Oh, that's I think that's going to be on us. Or no, I'm sorry. I think it's them. It's false start. Oh, it was. We made first contact. So now they'll probably go for 2 because it's going to go half the distance here. Take it down to about the half or 1.5 now instead of.
We got to quit shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, you don't want to make your own. As coaches, that's so frustrating. We don't want to make your own mistakes. You got to limit the turnovers, and you can't make your own mistakes.
And now, they're going to go for 2 here. This close in.
Everything to the right. You're going to just watch the quarterback run or right behind him. He's going to run it in.
And he's walking right in.
So actually, I hate to admit that. It's a nice setup for a 2-point conversion play. They've got number 1 stand back there. So if both of you guys come up to make the tackle, he dumps it off. Actually, I like that play, but not that it went against us. So clinging to that lead, though, I mean, it's been a while since we've had a lead going into the 4th. So we've got to learn how – this is the kind of games we've got to learn how to win. We've got to find a way to win. The coaching staff's down there talking to some guys, and, again, we've got some guys playing that haven't played a whole lot, and they're going to have to step up and make some plays.
26-22, 9:23 to go, and the Cougars will be kicking off to us. And
let's get a good return here, just like last time, Corbin.
It will be Abdullah and Corbin Price back to return.
Still with the lead. Still have to play like you're leading, too. You can't put your head down. You've got to play a heavy dose of good blocking, and Brock Nauman get us right back on, get this thing rolling.
Overton will be kicking off, and we already mentioned that Abdullah and Corbin are back. They will kick deep after seeing some onside kicks early. Here's Price taking it.
Right up the gut.
Price has got a head of steam. He's met initially and taken down just across the 25-yard line to about the 26-yard line, maybe the 27. Should be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. This is a big possession for Wes-Del as they come out.
You get there, get set. Got some guys that are playing a lot. Both teams do, but now you're tired, but you got to get the play in. You got to get up to the line so you're comfortable. Everything you can kind of read where your blocking is going to come from, get those plays off and ready to go.
Here we come to the line. Cougars with a little bit of momentum now on their side as they just came in and knocked on the door. 26-22 Warriors lead. Let's see if we can take care of this 9-17. Work the ball. And we were offsides, but I don't know if they're going to call it.
Going the wrong way.
So we dropped back. We lost almost 10 there.
And crazy thing about sports, and I've been around a lot of time, when you can feel the momentum shifting, and we have to find a way to fight through that. And that's been a little bit of an Achilles heel for us. We've got to find a way to fight through when things aren't going our way. We've got to make some plays. We have to step up right here.
Warriors struggling to find the offense again here in the second half of the second week in a row where the offense has just started to go stagnant. 2nd down and 18, and this is not the spot for the offense to almost
held
fumbled.
on to it. Now all kinds of pressure, and he's taken down. We're going the wrong way right now.
The floodgates are opening right now.
You have to pick that up, and
somebody's got to pick up and just flat out get him and lead.
You see the other sidelines with a lot of energy now. That momentum, again, it takes one play here. One play.
It's 3rd, and they say 23 on the ball. That's being very generous. It's maybe further than that.
8 minutes to go here in the game. 8 minutes left. We still have the lead.
Here's a scary thing. You try to throw deep on this 3rd down, and you give up an interception. There's a chance they come back and take it in for 6. So this is a tough possession.
See, we're going to get a little end around here.
Owen Long has it. He's going to the outside.
That's
Owen's
a nice run.
Got a little bit of room. Tries to cut back inside and
gets some of it back, but
that'll be a punt, and we'll be giving it right back to him.
We're going to have to punt from there.
We'll be giving it back to him with 7:30 and less than 7:30.
Corbin Price back set here to punt.
Need this one probably go to out of bounds.
Yeah, we don't want to give it to Goy.
I don't think we want this being returned, so my hope is we kick it out of bounds.
That's a quick
that
one.
One's not going out of bounds. High. That'll be returned. No. He bobbled it a little bit. We got to get to the outside. Got to get to the outside.
There, it's coming back. There's a block. Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. We came up with it, but there's a flag down. And if it gets them, then it's our ball. We'll see who comes up with it. They have not signaled yet whose ball it is. Still looking.
Some talk, and I think it may be
pointing this way, but
that doesn't mean anything.
I don't know if they're talking. They haven't officially pointed our direction.
I don't think it means anything, folks. I don't think they've given us the ball. It's their ball. God be saying it's their ball. We got to see. It's still their ball, but the
legal block in the back. It doesn't.
So yeah, we'd have rather taken the fumble.
Yeah, we'll take the fumble.
But we can't. We didn't get it. It's their ball.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather have the fumble, but it is Cougar football.
And their coaching staff is breathing a sigh of relief.
Well, that's a huge break for them.
It's going to push them way back, but still. And he's explaining to Coach Knuckles what he saw down there, and we couldn't really see it, but doesn't matter. They've already made the call.
No. So it's going to be 6:59 on the clock, and
boy, things could have been a lot worse. We could have been a lot better both ways. We got it all the way back here at the 47.
Yeah, the big thing is now we got to get ourselves set because they're ready to roll.
Yeah, they're not going to wait on us.
No, they're ready to roll. Dobson's under center on this one.
I would know where McIntyre is.
You got to get on the ball. Got to get on the ball. There we go. Nice tackle made by number 53. That's Dallas Godby.
And they pick up about 2, so it'll be 2nd and 8. Come on, boys. Make some plays now. 6:41 to go.
6:40 to go. Wes-Del trying to hold on. Get their first win of the year. The Cougars looking for their first win of the year. Somebody's walking out of here with their first victory of the season.
Somebody's going home happy. Somebody's not.
Dobson back.
Oh, nice hit.
He's met. Great hit there. That's Jonah Whitworth.
Attaboy, Jonah.
A nice job, and it's now 3rd and 10. And again, this will probably be a passing play if I had to guess, and that's been one. I'd look for that pattern over the middle that's worked for them all night.
Yeah, they've thrown it to 11 a couple of times on that play.
It'd be really nice if we read that and somebody could jump that and pick that one off. But
we got back there right now. We have Alec and Cam.
Here we go. They are not in a shotgun formation though, and they're going to go. They're going to try the pass. McIntyre, get him outside. Get him outside.
Make a play. Make
the play.
Oh, he's still going, and let's see where they spot this. Yeah, he got the first down. He was able to tiptoe down the sideline.
I can't understand why we can't go outside instead of at him to try to keep him in there.
Shove him. When you get that close, shove him out of bounds. Use the sideline as another defender.
5:32 as he went out of bounds, and a big pickup for the Cougars.
Both teams really leaving it out there. They're both tired, but you got to make some plays.
Cougars have 3 timeouts. Warriors have 1. And here they come to the line. They're going to have to go quick. Play clock's at 4.
If they get it off in time, and they do.
They do. It's a pitch to McIntyre. You've got to make a tackle. Make a tackle. Make a tackle.
At that time, they do shove him out of bounds. After he picks up about 7, it looks like.
Grief.
And he's down. He's hops right back up.
Reno is down too. They've got Reno up, but he is being helped off the field.
Or an ankle, one or the other.
I would love a turnover. We need a turnover and try to salt this thing away if we can get it. The tough part is if they keep salting some time or getting some time away from the clock, they score late. We haven't been moving the football well. This is just where we need a big defensive play.
Owen Long comes in for Zach Reno in the back safety spot now.
Dobson now. It's Goings. Goings to the outside, finally being tackled. And finally tackled down by Corbin Price was in there. Owen Long was in there. Luke Powers.
5 minutes. It's rolling up on 5 minutes to go here. And that's going to be 2nd. And they didn't get much on that one. So 2nd and 4.
Clock says 3rd and 4.
What do we have? Who? I gave it a first. I guess it was a first down. My bad. I guess that was just. Yeah. I didn't read that right. Sorry. That was well past it. I was looking at where they were spotting it, but that was well past the first down marker.
Dobson now, 1st and 10.
Pointing out something in the secondary.
I think they're just going to grind it out on the ground. It just keeps
McIntyre.
working. McIntyre hit by Mealy, and then a host of
finally blow the whistle, and that picks up about 7 again. Well, the one thing they're doing is they're running some time now, thinking that if they can punch this in, we're down to 1 timeout. Could really use, like you said, a turnover.
Yeah, it would be a big, big help.
McIntyre, now I think we have a better chance of getting a turnover with Goins carrying it. McIntyre's been holding that ball now. Going into straight eye formation here now.
Dobson under center. Trying to go. Get there. Get there. Get there. Get there. Get there.
He goes back around. Now he's got blockers on the outside.
He's got all kinds of room. It's a first down and more.
He's cutting back in. He's going to get a touchdown. And then he's in, and that's a tough play there for the Warriors. Trey Dobson there with a nice run and carry, and we had multiple chances to make a tackle on that play, and we didn't make the play. And now there goes all the momentum to the other side. With 3:46, we're going to have to push the ball down the field and try to make a play. So now let's see what that makes it. They'll definitely go for one, unless we jump again. They'll go for the kick here, make it a 3-point game. Not like we would kick a field goal, but now they haven't started the play clock. They're asking the coaching staff something.
I can't figure out what Dobson's talking about.
I don't know.
Oh. The T?
I think they couldn't find the T. That's my guess. Other than that, yeah, there they go. I think they were looking for the T. Now the clock obviously doesn't run on the extra point, but it is play clock's going. That kick is up, and
it's good.
It's good. So
29-26. We'll be back here to get this possession. 3:46 to go. You're watching Wes-Del football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Back here at Paul L. Parker Field, the Warriors down now 29-26 late in the ball game.
Need a good return here, give us good field position. And then we're going to have to sneak into that playbook and find some stuff that's going to work for us. Because you're limited with we have plenty of time to move it down the field. First downs will stop the clock, and we have all kinds of time. We have one timeout left. We're going to have to probably do a couple things we haven't maybe shown yet, or something different. Squib kick, and that's
squib kick is going to go into the end zone.
It's going to be a touchback.
We'll get it at the 20, and
these are the kind of games that, as coaches, you're practicing these situations, you're practicing these scenarios. Down 3, down whatever you put on the score clock, and you've got so much time left, and you've got to move the ball the length of the field. And so these are scenarios that, as coaches, you work on. It is early in the season, and to be honest with you, we've not been in this situation in a while when it's been this close of a game and we have to move the ball down the field. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make some plays here. And starts with there's a falls forward. I don't know if he was a fumble or he was just trying to sneak that one up the middle. Picks up about 2, we'll say. 2nd and 8. .330.
2nd down and 9. 3:19 to go. Ball's on the 21. Blevins has it. He's back to pass. Ball's away, and
it's caught.
That is caught for a first down.
And a flag.
That's to Trey Adams, who's now back in the game. And there's a penalty.
That's going to be pass interference on them. I don't know the high school rule on this, to be honest with you. We're about to find out. I don't know if it adds on or if you have the choice of taking the play.
Pass interference on the defense. And they're trying to sort this one out. And I don't know what.
I just myself don't know the rule. If you take the play or if you take the penalty.
Wow.
We're about to find out.
So they've got the spot of the foul is where the catch and tackle was made. Now the Warriors are breaking the huddle and they're waiting here to see what the deal is. We're trying to score this one.
The nice thing is it stops the clock for us. Still talking about it here. They were going to give us the call now.
Well, where are they going with the football?
Well, let's see what they call. It's a 15-yard penalty from the spot where it happened.
So he got three more yards.
Yeah, he picked up another 3 on that.
Okay, well, whatever. 3 more yards is 3 more yards.
That's right. And it's first down.
First down, there's 3:08 left to go. 1st and 10 on the 36. The Warriors are going to have to go try to score quick here.
Good news is it stopped the clock for us.
Yeah, that it did. Davis in motion.
Out to
Thrown out to
Greenwood.
Abdullah. Abdullah looking for a block. He gets one. He's finally tackled, but that'll be another first down for the Warriors.
And again, stops the clock.
Abdullah Mir comes up with it. And it does stop the clock. That's a first down.
Now it'll start it after the first down.
Play clock's rolling, so.
Just under 3 minutes now, folks. 2 good plays, 2 good chunk of yardage there. Plenty of time.
Ball's away. Hand off to Brock Nauman. Nauman's got some room.
And 5's going to have to come out. That's the only good news.
Off.
McIntyre's got to come out for a play unless they call timeout.
That is true. McIntyre's helmet did pop off on the contact, and that brings in number 9 for them, and that is not on the sheet. Sorry, number 9. They don't have you on the roster.
Now that they've got the almost like an injury timeout.
2:32 to go.
30.
Not a lot of time here. Warriors at the 50, just across the 50-yard line on the 49.
Back to pass.
Back to pass. Got a lot of people coming. Ball's
got
away.
Him. He's got him.
He's got him.
Oh, Trey.
Oh,
right through
man, that was right there.
Good pass.
That was right there.
That was a good pass.
That's one we got to bring in.
Trey got behind the defense there. Just out of his fingertips.
3rd and 7. This is going to be a couple of huge downs here for the Warriors. First of all, just trying to at least pick up the first down. But also you're down to 2:18. They only have 1 timeout remaining. So they're going to have to take some chances here.
Stop the clock on the incomplete pass there. So 2:18, like you said.
They're going to stack it. They're going to bring pressure.
This is a rollout again.
Bringing pressure. Triton's got to get rid of it.
He's got him again.
He's got him again.
Oh,
that one thrown too far.
Nice pattern.
And that was Corbin Price, but now this is it. This is 4th and 7 with 2:12 to go. Yeah, barring something, a big miracle not happening, this will be it.
We've got to pick up 8 yards here, 7 yards, and it is because we have 1 timeout left. We'll only be able to stop the clock 1 time on a change of possession.
Play clock's running, boys. Play clock's running. We got to go down to 13.
Yeah, we may end up wasting our last time out here. But, again, it's not going to matter. This is the play of the game. So if you have to call one here, you call one.
They're going to have to call one because they're not up to the line yet. They are not up to the line. They got to call.
That's the right thing to do. You got to use that last time out. Because, honestly, if we go out on downs right here, we can't stop it enough times with 1 timeout. So
we'll be back with you on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
We're back here with your sponsors, as you see on your screen, the Van Mater Reed Realty Team, Star Financial Bank, and the Dowling Dumpster Rentals. They're your live stream sponsors. It's going to be 4th and 7, ball on the 49. And this, unfortunately, folks, barring something different, we're out of our timeouts, and they will salt it away if we don't convert. So
see what we have here, and we're going to put both of our receivers this time over to the right side. We've got Corbin and Trey, and then Dooley here on the left side. Let's see what we've come up with. They're going to bring a lot of pressure, I would think.
Here comes Blevins. Blevins comes across.
And no flag.
And that's going to be it.
We'll see. They could probably take a knee. There's going to be a few. No. Yeah.
2:08. We got to get out there and play defense. 2:08.
And so they'll take over on downs. Now you need a turnover.
Yeah, I mean, that's your only hope. You're out of timeouts. This is heartbreaking.
Well, it was right there for us.
Warriors
that's the frustrating part.
The second week in a row, we just go absolutely stagnant offensively in the second half. We did get one score, but then we just
see what
they're going to let it run down.
He may call a timeout here.
He has to.
Yeah, he does.
So if you're staying with us here, it was a big early first half. Second week in a row, the Warriors took the early lead and then went into the half leading, I think it was 18-8. And then the second half has really offensively belonged to the Cougars. The Warriors did score to go up 26-14 at one point, but the Cougars have just answered and have really had every answer that they needed. And at this point, Warriors are out of timeouts. They had to waste timeouts earlier in the third quarter to avoid penalty on a delay of game. And right now, we've just got to hope something happens where the turnover or something big would happen to take place, fumble, and we can.
Well, I'll say this about them. They came out that possession in the shotgun still, which makes you – I mean, I know they do that every time, so I guess that's their comfort zone. But when you're up like this and it's the end of the game, you don't. It takes one bad snap.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be odd to me that they would chance it, but
let's see if he goes under center.
I think he's going to go into the pistol.
See, yeah, we've got both of their running backs. Those are both strong guys right there. That McIntyre's had a nice game, but right now we'd love to have a turnover.
Bouncing out with it.
Almost.
And there's somebody right at the line.
Yeah.
And
Jonah Whitworth gets up off the pile. And clock is our enemy right now. First down and the game's over for sure. If not, we may get it back here with a little bit of time left.
Hey, Mr. Producer, you can turn the chat off on our screen because there's a couple of guys that can't handle themselves. They're just ruining it for everybody else. 29-26, 2nd and 10 on the 49 here for the Cougars. Need a fumble.
Oh, boy. There's a big hit.
Knocked down there, but again.
Jonah again.
We can't stop the clock. It's third down now, and honestly, Coach, they can run it almost down.
I'm telling you what, I don't know why they keep running those guys into each other right there. I don't know why they don't just.
Yeah, but they should be able to run this. I mean,
it's going to be close. Yeah, they're going to have to make a decision here. They're going to have about 30 seconds left here in fourth down. But we can't stop it. So they can pretty much run this, and let's see. If this gets under 40, which it's going to, I don't know why they should just take a knee.
They do, and I think they're going to take a penalty. I think it's a delay of game.
Why did he take a timeout? Thank you.
Did he take a timeout?
Why?
Yeah, he did. I don't know. I would have taken the penalty.
No one on his sideline must have told him that we're out.
I don't understand that either. I would have just taken the penalty.
Well, you don't take a knee.
Exactly. I don't know.
I'm
trying to sort it out right now.
That's going to give us the ball back with some time now, with about 30 seconds. Instead, we would have maybe had 5 seconds.
Unless they pass and convert. I mean, maybe he's thinking he's going to pass the ball and convert on first down.
If they throw it and stop the clock, then thank you again.
I don't know.
That was mind-boggling right there, because if you do nothing but just snap it and fall down, you run another 40 seconds off the clock, and it's under 40 seconds right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain that one. So it's going to be 3rd and 13 on the 46. 38 seconds left. They lead by 3. I assume. I mean, we can't stop it, though. So even if he makes the play, he can run the clock out.
That's true. I guess you're right. I guess it doesn't matter, but still.
So I'd assume he would
just take a knee.
Take a knee right here. I don't know why he just didn't take a timeout. I mean, I would think they're going to take a knee.
He's up underneath. They got us to jump. It's going to get 5 more yards. That really honestly doesn't hurt us because it's not about that right now. It's about the clock.
No, but this is a circus.
You know, not quite a harvest moon yet.
Yes. It's beautiful. They should just kneel.
Now there they go. Finally into victory
We
formation.
go, finally. It took the penalty to get him there. Are they taking a timeout? What are we doing?
I don't know if he.
What?
I don't know if he's asking. Okay. I think maybe he thought someone signaled for a timeout or something. He's coming over to explain something.
What in the boneless wings these guys are doing?
Come over and tell Coach Nutt something now.
What? Hey, he's going to kneel and the game's over? I mean, what else you want to say? I mean.
Should wind the clock. No, it's a timeout.
Is he going to wind it?
I think he's thinking the clock will be after. Yeah.
After a timeout?
I don't understand that. Oh, because it's 25 seconds? I don't know.
How can he run the clock if they took a timeout? They never ran a play.
They're just going to snap it one time, and that's going to be it.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, I don't understand that either. Either way, it wasn't going to matter because if we're going to take a knee and the clock was going to run out.
That's how it'll end, folks. 29-26 and what is easily described as heartbreaking for the Warriors. A game that, honestly, they had, and it slipped through the cracks in the second half. It's second week in a row that the Warriors just offensively, it went cold, Coach. It wasn't there. Yeah, we got some guys hurt. Yeah, we got some guys that went down, but at some point, I mean, I love the guys, but we're going to have to figure this out. We're going to have to figure out how to get guys to be able to play and be healthy the whole way through. And it's tough. I'll just be brutally honest. I live and die on each down, and it's just tough to continue to watch. All you can ask is that these kids keep putting in the effort, keep putting in the time, and that everybody stay supportive of them. And that
Coach Hansen is not happy about something down here about the clock issue. And I don't know what the question is, but he's trying to figure out and get an explanation.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter at this point.
Excellent win for Greenwood Christian. That's their first win of the year.
Yeah.
And the Warriors now will travel next week to Southern Wells, I believe. Right?
Yep, we'll be on the road at Southern Wells next week.
Or is it, is that right?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
And we're at Southern Wells, and we've got to figure out how to get a win at Southern Wells, a game that we should be able to go in and play well in and be able to take advantage of some things. We'd love to say that we're going to go over there, but right now we've got to spend a week of practice trying to figure out a couple of things that we can do better to find a way to, when we're up, establish ourselves that we are going to make a play when play is needed, because we as coaches, former coaches up here, sat and felt that momentum switching, just begging for a play to be made and somebody make a play, because you could just almost feel it in the whole stadium here. And we just didn't get it done. And so as coaches, I got to go back and reevaluate. As players, you got to listen to your coaches, and we got to make some adjustments to our second halves have kind of hurt us the last couple of weeks. So we're going to have to make some adjustments.
I saw some good things from the
had some young guys come in and have to play, and they did not play poorly.
Yeah, I saw some good things out of that. You know, you're seeing Cam Vonderschmidt under center, and he comes in, and they get a touchdown in his first time. That was great to see. Good to know you've got a solid backup for Triton if anything were to occur. Saw Owen Long come in make some great plays. Brock Nauman played one heck of a football game. He had a lot on his shoulders to carry the load offensively, and I thought Triton Blevins and Abdullamir, when they hooked up, looked really good, and there were just a lot of things. The line moved the ball well in the first half. But, yeah, just some adjustments of, that when adjustments are made, it's 2 weeks in a row. We got to look at the way we're making our adjustments, figure that out. But that's why we've got Coach Knuckles and Coach Hanson down there. They'll figure that out and keep plugging away at it. But close, but just not close enough for the Warriors tonight here at Paul L. Parker Field. They fall to Greenwood Christian 29-26. And it's on to Southern Wells on the road. We'll be bringing it to you. But tomorrow you've got the K. Saunders Classic. Tune in. Coach has got to get to bed early. He's got a lot going on, so does Mr. Producer. So for the coach, I'm the superintendent. Tune in tomorrow. Catch some K. Saunders. We'll see you next week at Southern Wells High School. You've been watching Wes-Del Varsity Football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.